Coming up, Game 4 of the Bulls' preseason schedule as they meet the Sacramento Kings in Moline. Michael and company, get ready to take on the Kings. We're going to be back to get it going right after this. Stay with us. Question: how will historians recall this group of warriors? In what fashion will they remember their deeds, their accomplishments? Surely they will note their greatness, dominance. Not easily forgotten will be their intensity, aggression, nor their God-given talents. But in reality, none of that matters. Soon, the war games will end, the mock skirmishes, and the battles that count begin. In the end, historians may remember many things about them. They may review all their adventures, highlight their mark in the grand scheme. But the real question is, will they remember them as champions? The best show in all of basketball is back on the road. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls play game number 4 of their 8-game preseason schedule. It's live from the Mark Arena in Moline, Illinois, as the Chicago Bulls take on the Sacramento Kings. And hello again, everyone. I'm Steve Cashel. Welcome to the Ford Dealers Warm-Up Show and Chicago Bulls basketball here on Sports Channel. This is the second consecutive weekend the Bulls are playing back-to-back games. Tonight, it's against the Kings in the Quad Cities. Tomorrow, the Bulls will be back home for the second of 3 preseason home games as they play host to the Seattle Supersonics. The Bulls enter tonight's game with a perfect 3-0 record. As for the Kings, they are 2-2. And for more on tonight's game, let's go to Moline, say hello to our play-by-play team. Here's Tom Dorr and Johnny Redker. Gentlemen.
Johnny, I think when you look at Sacramento, the first thing that you always come up with is Mitch Richmond. This guy is an outstanding shooter. He's a floor leader for this basketball team, and he's the guy that can just flat play.
He was second team All-NBA. You know that he's, you're right, he's just a big leader for them, 22 points a game. The Bulls, of course, they're pretty well set with their captain, Michael Jordan. He's played extremely well in the preseason. And here's Michael warming up now. He's ready to go. He had a little sore thumb. Didn't know if he was going to play tonight, but he said he'd go ahead and do it. And then Scottie Pippen, who has been a standout, he's led everybody in scoring so far in these 3 games they've played. He looks good. Looks like he's having an awful lot of fun. And he's joined by Dennis Rodman, who is the top leading rebounder in the NBA. Of course, he's got the orange hair here tonight. And there's an awful lot of people wearing uniform number 23, but there's a lot of guys here with red wigs on, too.
I think they're going after Johnny Kerr with the red wigs. Personally, I'm not too sure. Chicago Bulls just about set to take on the Sacramento Kings. Now let's go back to our studio one more time. Here's Steve Cashel.
All right. Tom sounds like Georgie Murison tonight, doesn't he? Coming up, Norm Van Leer and more breakdown of tonight's game. We're going to continue with Chicago Bulls basketball on Sports Channel right after this.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by your local Chevy Geo dealers. Good people to know when you're looking for a car. The Discover card, it pays to discover. Electric Avenue Montgomery Ward, the store for great prices on brand name electronics and appliances. United, the employee owners of United are proud to be part of Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly our friendly skies. And by Bud Light, if you want great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light.
It's another big Saturday on Sports Channel. Kick off your day at 11 when the Maryland Terrapins battle ACC rival Clemson. At 2:30, MacPower Eastern Michigan clashes with conference foe Ball State. Next at 7, it's Blackhawks game time with Jim Blaney and Billy Gardner. The puck drops at 7:30 when the Hawks square off against Fred Hull and the arch-rival St. Louis Blues. It's a college football doubleheader and the Blackhawks Blues. Tomorrow on Sports Channel, what fans want.
Get a fast start on the hoop season by attending the Midwestern Collegiate Conference Basketball Tip-Off Luncheon. Practice has begun and the teams of the MCC are gearing up for another outstanding campaign. Meet the coaches and the top players Monday, October 30th at the Westin Hotel in downtown Chicago. You'll be joined by Sports Channel's Tom Dorr and CBS basketball analyst Bill Raftery. Tickets are $30. Call 312-413-8421. Get your seat today.
The Blackhawks and Blues, tomorrow at 7, only on Sports Channel. What Hawk fans want.
Steve Cashel back here with Norm Van Leer. I want to talk about Ron Harper, who says he's in a lot better shape than he was a year ago. But when asked about Harper's play through the first 3 preseason games, Phil Jackson clearly stated Harper is struggling. The question I have is, should he continue to start instead of Toni Kukoc, or is it better to have Harper start because Toni provides better bench help? Mr. Van Leer, I propose it to you.
When I first heard of this idea, I thought it was ridiculous. I'd rather have Toni in there handling the ball, running the show. But the more I see this team play, it's not a bad situation with Toni coming off the bench. I think you could hide a few things with the team they have out there right now with Ron Harper, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't think he has played as bad as it may seem there. I mean, Phil knows he's with him all the time. If he's struggling, I haven't seen a whole lot of it. To me, he's played quite well, handled the ball. He's doing other things. He doesn't have to score. He doesn't have to have the pressure of coming in, lighting it up every night. But I tell you what he's doing that I like. He's handling the ball. He's passing off. And he's showing some floor leadership out there with the basketball at this point. And the defense is not too bad when you have 3 thoroughbreds and Doberman pinchers like you do with Scottie, Michael, along with Rodman. You can hide a Harper a little bit. I tell you what, it's no different than having BJ out there, whose quality of defense was not as high as the rest of them. So it can be done.
Yeah, even the assistant coach, I remember I talked with Tex Winter at Media Day, and Tex was telling me that they even thought BJ was just down last year. He wanted to shoot threes. He thought about numbers. He lost a little bit in the legs. So, you know, people were not happy when they got rid of BJ, but I think the coaching staff had a plan for that.
Well, I think people weren't happy because of a name that was gotten rid of, but there's a lot of people, not to knock BJ, that plays his caliber ball. But when the Michael Jordans and the people left this game, BJ had to step up and do things I don't know if he was quite capable of doing. Yes, when you're with Michael and these people, yeah, your game's good, shooting jump shots and threes and all that. But when you have to handle the ball, play defense against the Mark Prices and people like that, night in and night out, your game changes. And BJ's game changed.
Well, let's talk about another subject. Luke Longley is being suspended for the first game of the regular season. That's going to be November 3rd, Friday, against the Charlotte Hornets. And you're talking about going up against Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson. The Bulls will not have their starting center. So what do? Do you start Bill Wennington at center, or might you put a Dickie Simpkins in there, or a Jason Caffey? We've got a guy, John Shasky, the rookie free agent, and might you put him in there?
Well, I wouldn't go with a rookie at that point against these guys, because they come in and they mug you and knock you out and everything else, and I like the way they play. Alonzo Mourning and Johnson go after you, and they take no names in doing this. I think you're going to have to rotate. I would start Bill Wennington. You have to start a veteran in the first game. I wouldn't put that pressure on a rookie, but you know what? I'd rotate a little bit with a Dennis Rodman flashing in and out of there. So maybe the center play is not as difficult as it may seem for one game. You know, you get out, start right now, and you change a little rotation of what you have coming off the bench because of Bill Wennington starting and playing, which worries me a little bit because I think Bill's a better ball player coming in playing 12, 15 minutes as opposed to a whole lot of minutes. So I think you need to think and ponder on the thought of playing Rodman in the center on that first game.
Well, it may happen. And don't forget, right after the game, we're going to have a full hour edition of the Sports Channel Report. Post-game interviews from the Bulls locker room. Ron Rivera is going to be here on the set to talk about college football Saturday. He'll talk about that big Notre Dame USC game, and also Northwestern. They sold out Dyke Stadium. They host Wisconsin tomorrow. We'll get Ron's view on that one. We're also going to have our high school football game of the week. Tonight, Palatine and Fremd, along with scores from our Super Top 25 poll. All that plus Bears Nightly coming up tonight on the Sports Channel Report right after the game. And at halftime, we're going to have The Philadelphia 76ers going against the Miami Heat. Does Pat Riley have what it takes to, I know he's got what it takes, does his team have what it takes to compete in the East, do you think?
I think they'll be a hustling team. They'll be well organized, well coached. But once again, that talent level is a little different than some of the places he's been. It'll be very interesting to see how this team takes on a very loose, trash-talking team that Pat Riley has taken over. Will be interesting to see how they approach the game of basketball in this new coming season.
Okay, we'll have those highlights at halftime. Norm and I will see you then. Let's now go back to Moline. Mark of the Quad, Tom Dorr, Johnny Red Kerr. Tommy?
All right, thanks again, Steve Cashel, as the Bulls prepare to take on the Sacramento Kings. And very vocal crowd here tonight, unlike our play-by-play team. Let's take a look at the Sacramento Kings starting lineup for Gary St. Jean. And Gary is hiding in there, I promise you, right behind Brian Gant. Walt Williams and Brian Grant, Olden Polynice in the middle. Mitch Richmond and Bobby Hurley are the guards. For the Bulls, and Phil Jackson, Rodman and Pippen at forwards with Big Luke in the middle. And Michael Jordan and Ronnie Harper will be the guards to start out the ball game.
Well, we get news here that Dwayne Coswell will not play because of his strained right knee, so they're limited at center tonight.
Our officials for this evening game, Ron Arthur and Michael Glass from the Continental Basketball Association. They're very familiar with this arena, where the Quad City Thunder normally would play. There he is. How do you like the orange hair and the pink fingernails? I think it's a fashion statement. I think it'll catch on.
It'll give him a great promotion on a ladies' night for nails, you know, a nail polish. Wear the same color and get in, or do something like that.
Did he miss us? Good.
Too far down.
Yeah, I think so. No, Bulls fans, I'll do my best. I'll give it my all tonight. I promise you that. Bulls 5-0 against the Kings since their move to Sacramento in the preseason. Olden Polynice will jump center against Luke Longley. And we're just about set for basketball here at the Mark. Polynice with the quick jump gets it, and the Kings will start off. Bobby Hurley playing a little bit better this year, Johnny. He's put on 7 or 8 pounds. He's much more confident from what I've seen. Richmond looks down for Polynice. They established the inside game early.
Polynice had a very good game against the Bulls in Chicago. Really lit him up first quarter.
Ronnie Harper, as the Bulls try and take advantage of Bobby Hurley's size. Tyus Edney is their backup point guard. Same thing. He's 5'10", John. So the Bulls will come after them. Hurley lost it, and Ronnie Harper able to track it down. Scottie in the pass get to him. It did.
Okay, Pip out on the breakout, and it comes from the good defense of Ronnie Harper slapping the ball away and being able to trigger the fast break.
Hurley with Michael on him. Ronnie Harper's got Mitch Richmond now, as MJ picked him up full court. Shot clock at 10 as they get their offense started. And an offensive foul on Brian Grant.
Offensive foul on Brian Grant.
Brian Grant had a lot of people give him consideration as Rookie of the Year last year. We only see him 2 times a year, but he played very well against the Bulls.
Bulls with the swing as Scottie makes the fake against Walt Williams, puts it up just off, tipped in by Dennis Rodman.
Offensive rebound. Rodman, 2 people went over to Pip, and as soon as he sees anybody unbalanced on the floor, he just goes right to him. Sorry to use that word with Dennis.
Williams from the wing. Polynice with a rebound. Ronnie Harper took it away. Bulls running hard. Scottie wanted the lob. Harper takes it linked to the floor and couldn't get it. Scottie was running down on the right side, pointing. Yeah, go ahead, John.
Good. You're right. He was pointing up to the hoop. He went around Harper to just flip it up there, but nobody played Harp, so he just took it all the way in, and he drew the foul.
Mitch Richmond picks up the foul. So Harp will get a couple. And they got a little problem with the scoreboard saying that the first foul was an offensive foul, not a team foul. So they will correct that.
Well, he splits the free throws. And look at him pick him up right away with the good defensive pressure.
Rodman almost came over to get it as Richmond brings it across the timeline. He'll stop, take a long three.
He can do that too. He's only averaging 8.5 points a game, but not playing a lot of minutes.
Harper down low. Michael posts up. And around Dennis Rodman right there. Scottie for three.
Well, and again, the offensive rebound pays off.
8-5 Bulls with the lead. Just a couple minutes gone here in the first period. And now Richmond wants to post up against Michael. Backs in, an illegal defense called against the Bulls. Scottie Pippen's heel was in the lane, and Pipp with a big smile on his face. Hurley pops out. They get a fresh 24 on the shot clock. Hurley tries to penetrate.
Travel. Good play. Nice job of switching out Pippen. Last year we saw Toni Kukoc matched up against Walt Williams, and Walt just took him right to the basket. Not going to be the case this year if he draws Scottie.
Walt's been shooting from the outside pretty well. Scottie with it on the wing. Goes down low, finds Luke. Big Luke with the rolling hook was a little strong. And that might be an understatement. Richmond across the timeline, back to Williams. Walt Williams drives in, runs into Luke. No call. Scottie running hard down the wing with Ronnie Harper goaltending.
Richmond on a goaltend, but Hart put a lot of pressure on Bobby Hurley. And watch this. Ronnie Harper coming in. He takes it in strong. Mitch Richmond comes on over and flips the ball off the glass.
Hurley picks up his dribble, gives it back to Williams. Comes off the screen. He's a good outside shooter. On top, Bobby Hurley had the outside shot, didn't take it. Gets it to Brian Grant into the corner, and 3 seconds is called.
3 seconds.
Okay.
8 minutes, 45 seconds left. 10-5 Bulls with the lead. Scottie with it on the wing. Goes on top, finds Harper. Inside Luke. And Luke Longley with the bucket.
Luke with the jumper.
12-5 now Bulls with the lead. Big Luke with his first basket. Hurley between the circles. Looks inside, lob. Walt Williams, and the pass hit the rim. Scottie right down the middle, finds Harper in the corner, fakes the three, moves inside. Nice move off the glass. Harper tipped it out of bounds, and it belonged to Sacramento. So 12-5 now, and you see the turnover, 6-0. Richmond, Polonese, and now Sacramento will work it around a little bit. Brian Grant, not an outside shooter at all. Looks inside. Williams with Ronnie Harper on him. Luke come over to help, and Ronnie Harper reached in. He'll pick up the foul.
That's the first foul on the Bulls, and it was on a mismatch where Walt Williams had Ronnie Harper down low.
(12-5) Bulls with the lead. Williams backs in against Scottie. Oh, what a block with the left hand and an offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Williams. Good play. Scottie with the block. Walt Williams goes inside. Now watch this. He goes up, and then he just puts that left arm right against Scottie's neck. Nice job. We'll take one more look at it here. Good job by Trio Video and Jim Angio. Oh, nice one, Scottie. Reverse stuff. Reverse stuff, and they'll take a timeout and talk about it.
Timeout Sacramento. 7:19 left in the first, and the Bulls lead the Kings 14-5.
Tonight on the Sports Channel report after the Bulls game, Ron Rivera is in the house to talk college pigskin. Live post-game from the Bulls-Kings game, Bears nightly, and high school football scores from the top 25.
Emma, seems like we've known each other forever.
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks.
Will you marry me? 'Cause Emma, I love you, man.
Oh, Johnny, you're not getting my Bud Light.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Johnny?
Make it a Bud Light.
Jane?
It's Joan.
Jane, Joan, whatever. I feel like I've known you forever.
Nostalgia's a funny thing. At some point you realize the people you're looking back at are looking at you. Their eyes were on the future. And that kind of forward thinking has had its rewards for your local Chevy dealer since 1916. Today, Chevy's the #1 seller of cars and trucks in the Chicago area. That's a real testament to everyone who's ever worked in a Chevy dealership, and to the fact that while looking back is always nice, looking ahead is what got us here.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
The new Hoover Steam Vac Deluxe with a 5-brush agitator. It washes and extracts dirt like a whole crew of professionals. So you know, there's really no comparison.
Nobody does it like you, Hoover. Nobody does it like you.
Love the hair, Dennis, and look at this now. The quads. Oh, look at this. Loves the Bulls, Sports Channel, Johnny Redkurt, Tom Dorr, Steve, and Norm. I just want to know how come you got top billing.
I don't know. How about that? Very nicely done. And speaking of things nicely done, watch this. Luke Longley underneath. Scottie catches the ball. Can't go up on that one side and reverse slams it. Nice job. Bulls with a 14-5 lead here.
That 9-0 run that you talked about a second ago.
Yes, sir. 7 turnovers for Sacramento, and the Bulls scored 10 points off those.
Bulls again with his full court pressure. A little different look. Remember they had Dennis Rodman leading it the other day, but it's a full court man-to-man, and they want the center, Olden Polonese, to handle the basketball. That's why Luke goes away from him. You guard whoever man's out of bounds. Hurley. Puts it over to Richmond. Ryan Grant comes in to post up. He is so strong. Off the glass, couldn't get it. And Scottie Pippen, who's playing as well as anybody in the NBA right now, to Michael for 3.
Bulls on their offensive game, running, stopping their second 3-point field goal. One by Scottie, now one by Michael as he pulls off that break.
Bobby Hurley with the open 3. Rebound tapped out, and a foul against the Bulls. Luke Longley will pick up the personal. Luke looks at Ronnie Harper and said, "My fault." And Michael hollering at both of them, hollering at Ronnie Harper and Luke Longley, saying, "You guys talk." Scottie right there against Walt Williams. Inside Brian Grant, and somebody got lost, and Luke picked up the foul.
Second foul on Luke on this possession, and you're right, they were a little slow getting over on the side. There's a bullet pass now on the Grant, wide open, and Luke gets him across the arm, and they have to go to the line for 2. Well, I started to say something about the magnificent camera work by Trio Video, and of course our director Jim Angio. Congratulations to Jim. We'll have him around for 4 more years.
We'll kick him around. That's right. Good deal, and we are pleased to have him back.
Absolutely. Shows Sports Channel cares an awful lot about their production work and putting the best game on.
And about you and me.
Yep. If I can only get him out of my ear now.
17-6 now, 17-7. Mitch Richmond right there against MJ. Pip on the wing with Williams on him. They'll corner it up. Luke comes out to set the screen, and a holding foul.
Polonese that gave that?
I think it was,
foul?
yeah.
Yep. That's
foul.
normal, though. See, when you go by a guy, a center in the NBA defense, he's supposed to step out and chuck you a little bit, slow you down.
Michael will look for Luke. Instead, puts up the air ball. Thought he got fouled. Dennis Rodman puts it up, and he got hammered. No call. Early on the run. Finds Walt Williams. Scottie got a piece of the ball, but also his arm, and he'll pick up the foul. It looked like Dennis, well, we'll get a chance to see it.
Good pressure on Michael. He shoots a little bit wide on this shot, and Dennis picks up. Draws a big crowd. You're right. He got hit a little bit, threw it over the top, and Walt Williams to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Walt does that toe raise kind of jump shot from the free throw line.
They've only got 2 baskets. Mitch Richmond with a 3-pointer on a fast break, and Polynice with that turnaround hook shot to start it out.
Sports Channel like to welcome our Quad City affiliates, Cox Communications in Moline and Davenport, TCI of Illinois and Rock Island, and all the Bulls fans in their areas. We welcome you to Sports Channel. Ronnie Harper with it on the right side. Luke Longley comes across to help out. Now the Bulls with the reverse. Michael and Scottie. MJ long range off to the left. Pip right there. Threw it to Polynice. He was looking for Dennis Rodman. Ahead to Richmond. Makes a move down the lane. And puts it in. Count it, and he's fouled. Let's see if that's on Luke or Scottie.
And that is why he is the second All-NBA team. Watch this move he makes. He sees a little hole. He takes it right down the middle. Up he goes. And did they give that to Luke?
Yep.
His third.
Here comes Bill Winnington.
They've been concerned that Luke has been picking up a lot of fouls early in the games, and they'd like him not to do that.
Well, Johnny, the one that he picked up, he's helping out Dennis Rodman, who got lost on Brian Grant. And this time a man's coming to the basket, and you hate to just give a guy a wide open dunk. Harper gets it ahead on the pass to Michael, and the Bulls will set up the triangle. Winnington turns and looks for the open man, Rodman. Shot clock at 6 at 5. And Mitch Richmond will be called for the hole.
That's his second foul. Little 2 hands on him as he went around the side. That's their 4th foul. Let's take a look at him. He reaches in there now, but he already has committed the foul. Oh, Mike. Oh, I thought he was going to throw it up on the rim for him.
Might have been there. Scottie will put up the 3. Scottie got fouled, and Phil Jackson hollering about it.
He's saying he doesn't shoot the ball that short.
Not normally anyway, right? Hurley with Michael right there defensively. Hurley did a lot of penetrating last night against Detroit, and Michael just stopping that, and Dennis Rodman will pick up the foul. Call Dennis for the push. Michael Glass, the official, says to Scottie, "Did you get fouled?" Scottie said, "Yeah," and he said, "Okay." And Bobby Hurley picked up about 7 or 8 pounds in the offseason, and the ball game I saw last night, John, he just looked so much more confident about himself and his game.
They're perfect from the free throw line. They've got 6 free throws here this first quarter, and they've done a nice job getting the Bulls. They haven't been able to score many baskets, but they put it from the free throw line.
Make it 17-14 now. Fans start to make some noise. Winnington turns and looks. Oh, Scottie wanted the back door. Out on top, Michael. He'll put up a 2. Off from Brian Grant right there. Kings on a 7-0 run now. Richmond on the wing. And Grant goes to post up. Throws it inside, went off Walt Williams, out of bounds, Bulls ball.
It went off so fast they thought it went off of Bill Winnington, but the Bulls will put it in play here. The Bulls have stopped their charging to the basket. Got a nice lead and take their time now.
Harper. And a blocking foul called. And the Kings a little surprised.
Yeah, Walt Williams stepped out. Looked like he did a nice job of guessing what was coming up here. Look at him step out in front of Ronnie Harper, but he was still moving on the play. 9-0 run seemed to be the vogue here. The Bulls went on 1, and now they've come on 1. And Chicago has missed their last 5 shots. Harp will go to the line. He's been there one time. He split a pair of free throws. He's got 3 points in the game.
Toni Kukoc gets set to check in. And Johnny, do you know that tomorrow is Big Saturday?
I bet.
Big Saturday. Clemson against Maryland at 11 here on Sports Channel. Eastern Michigan, Ball State. Then Blackhawks game time at 7. At 7:30 the game. The Hawks and the St. Louis Blues, followed by the Sports Channel report right after. Big Saturday. Bulls lead it by 4 with just over 4 minutes left here in the first period. Hurley. Now Ronnie Harper has Walt Williams and Scottie on Mitch Richmond. This is an interesting set of matchups. Mitch Richmond for 3.
Turned around, they cleared the side out, and he just up and fired. He's got 9. 2 threes. Watch it, Hurley's coming from behind.
Harper. Rodman set a good screen on him. Gets it down low. Fakes. Wennington. He'll take that jumper. Michael with a tip. Rodman tips again. Keeps it alive. And finally Walt Williams gets it. Those are going to go in once in a while, and that's 3 baskets. Inside, Olden Polynice couldn't get it. Gets his rebound, puts it up. Rebound pulled down by Harper. Bulls fill the lane. Michael with Scottie. See if he get the lob. Nope. Mitch Richmond guarded him very well. Michael with Walt Williams. Fades, fires. Nope. And both teams have gone a little cold here.
Yep.
Kings with a chance to take the lead after the Bulls really rolled early.
They started out with Polynice in the center. Now they posted up Williams and Grant. They're the 2 guys. Ronnie Harper picks the foul up, and Hurley will go to the free throw line.
Tony will check in. And we'll get a timeout after this replay. Huh? I did it? You bet. 3:09 left first period. The Bulls lead Sacramento by a point.
Lounger, the ultimate reclining chair. Detail. Craftsmanship. Selection. Barca Lounger, because you're comfortable with the best.
Q106.5, the home of Dwyer and Michaels. Classic hits of the 70s and 80s, Q106.5.
A new season will begin on Sports Channel.
On Saturday, November 11th, when the Bulls battle the Portland Trailblazers, it's Chicago Sun-Times T-shirt night. The first 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls T-shirt, compliments of Chicago Sun-Times. 3:09 left first period. Bulls lead the Kings by 1, and Johnny, Electric Avenue brings us things are changing. What's the Kings' record over the last 3 years? Look at the bottom one, 92-93, just 25 wins. 2 years ago, 28. Last year, 39 wins. They're one of the good young teams in the NBA.
Good young team. The trade they made for Mitch Richmond was a great one. Walt Williams, a good player. Brian Grant. And, of course, they got Gary St. Jean as their coach. And I've always liked Gary, disciple of Don Nelson, and he's done a great job.
And I guess the guy that, to me, there's Gary, one of the good guys, too. Lionel Simmons is a guy that has just become lost with this NBA team. He just doesn't play at all.
You're right.
Toni Kukoc comes in as Ronnie Harper will sit down. This is a very big lineup now that the Bulls put on the floor.
Bulls since the last time out, went 1 for 10. They've started off very well, shooting 6 out of 11, and then the eyes have been open.
Bobby Hurley hits him first. Gary St. Jean getting Michael now.
They're perfect from the free throw line.
He says, can you come over here, play for us for a little while? And the Kings take the lead, Redhead, 19-18. Sacramento leads the Bulls.
9 for 9 from the free throw line.
And now Toni playing a little point guard. There is no way Bobby Hurley can guard.
Look at this.
Here comes Bill Winnington across.
Illegal.
It's got to be illegal. They got 3 guys. Everybody, in fact, is across the side. Who did they finally call it on?
Walt Williams. Yeah.
That's hard to do because he's guarding Scottie, the guy with the ball.
They looked down and saw Toni taking the little guy down low.
There is just no way Bobby Hurley.
Somebody get open and you got a shot. Tony's got the best vision of anybody here.
There it is.
He's got the greatest vision. Rodman just roaming the baseline, picks up an easy basket.
And the Bulls take the lead right back, coming up on 2.5 left here in the first period. This is the matchup you talked about. Walt Williams with Toni Kukoc on him. Grant gets it inside and puts it in. Dennis Rodman's had a little problem with Brian Grant tonight.
Michael now is in the hole on Hurley.
Scottie with a wide open 3. This is going to be like a shooting gallery.
They're going to try to double and take advantage to help Hurley. It's going to leave somebody open all the time. Pip with 10 points. He's got 2 threes.
Marciulionis will check in now. They got to get bigger. Hurley penetrates inside and
carried it.
Here's the sub. Marciulionis checks in along with Michael Smith. Olden Polynice and Bobby Hurley will check out. So now Michael will go to a little point guard action. Pass and go through the Bulls start with a 2-guard high. Toni makes the move, penetrates, gets it over to MJ. Boys, this team just flat got weapons. Rodman inside, look for Winnington. Scottie over to Bill Winnington on the wing, partially blocked. Rodman got him 2 on the shot clock, 1.
They didn't get it up to hit the rim. Rodman did great work, but
didn't the shot hit the rim?
The first one did, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it hit the rim.
Rodman working. There's good work. Bill gets just a piece of it by Michael Smith. 14 seconds.
It's a battle of the tattoos. Brian Grant and Dennis Rodman wins that easily. Scottie with Richmond on him. Toni trying to post up with a much stronger Marciulionis. He's really muscling as Bill Winnington goes in. Looked like he got fouled. No call. Williams down the floor. Richmond inside. Brian Grant and Dennis Rodman will be called for the foul.
Rodman's second foul.
Fouls on Rodman.
So Brian Grant will get a couple.
They've been perfect here at the free throw line. 9 for 9. First quarter.
Good job. I knew you could do it.
Grant was perfect too. He is 4 for 4. He's got 6 points in the game.
And the Bulls lead is at 1 with 1:05 remaining here, first period. MJ with it on the wing. Toni goes over, sets the screen. The Bulls start center opposite. Fakes the give back to Scottie. Toni had it knocked away, got it back. Marciulionis very physical against Kukoc. Toni spins in and got fouled by Sarunas Marciulionis, and Jason Cappy will check in.
That's the best mismatch on the floor. The guy that takes Toni, let Toni go into the lane and just wheel deal. He'll hit the open man. He got Dennis an easy basket. Jason Caffey comes in for Dennis. Comes in for Dennis Rodman.
Randy Brown will check in. Mitch Richmond is really giving it to Randy Brown, too, at half court. He is really giving it to him. First one goes in. Oh, they are.
Former teammate.
He was hollering at him the whole time out. Michael was sitting. And there's Caffey with a rebound. But it just wouldn't fall. Tyus Edney set to check in. He broke my heart in the NCAA tournament last year. Smith goes inside. Walt Williams. And this is what this team does pretty well, John. They can throw that entry pass to a man who's power right down inside, and they just go right up strong. Brown gets it back to Scottie. Now Wennington comes across. They don't have the floor very well balanced. Brown on the wing with Marciulionis, who tapped it away.
Time running.
Shot clock at 4. At 3, Toni has to force one up, and the foul on Walt Williams.
That's a third on Walt Williams.
And here comes Tyus Edney. Mitch Richmond will check out.
I recall, didn't he sprain an ankle?
It was his wrist or something in the championship game. It was something.
Did not play, right.
In the NCAA championship game that his team won. Tyrone Corbin will check in.
He's been in a lot of teams, Ty Corbin, and he's always produced wherever he's played. Phoenix.
Utah. He played pretty well for Utah. Yep. They really liked him up there. Toni Kukoc. And the Bulls come out with a little token pressure here. Edney, good ball handle. Over to Marciulionis. Good move. 2 seconds. 1 second left in the quarter, and Ty Corbin's shot is off. We played 1 period here at the Mark in Moline, and the Bulls lead Sacramento 26-24.
Dad?
Yeah?
There's something I want to tell you.
What is it, son?
Well, Dad, you're my dad. And I love you, man.
You're not getting my Bud Light, Johnny.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Ray, forget it, Johnny.
There was a time when we didn't have a worry in the world. Today, well, we seem to be making up for it. That's why you need Chevy Lumina. A car you can trust. A car so well engineered and affordable, you could have it paid off long before it needs its first tune-up. Chevy Lumina. Because someday you'll realize nobody's got enough money, and everybody's got enough worries.
In the world of credit cards, the traffic is getting pretty heavy, and it's easy to get confused by all the complicated new card offers and restrictions. But people who know where they're going use one card, Discover Card, with the Cashback Bonus Award, the Smart Rate Program, and no annual fee. For a positive impact on your finances, use the Discover Card. It pays to discover, the card that pays you back. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by Hoover. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody. And by Chevrolet. The cars and trucks 36 million people depend on every day. Genuine Chevrolet.
Luke and Ellis back in Moline, and after what we saw Toni Kukoc do to Bobby Hurley in the late moments of the first quarter, I'm sure there are a number of people who are saying, why doesn't Phil Jackson play Toni Kukoc at the point position more often? Toni guarding, or Toni playing offense against some of those smaller guards. Now what happens is the Bulls end up with problems on the defensive end because Kukoc, because he is so big at 6'11", has problems guarding those smaller, quicker point guards, guys like Muggsy Bogues. Now let's get it back courtside to Tom and Johnny.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah?
You're right. I think it's a good job by Toni, but I don't think Phil is going to go for that because he's not going to run into a Bobby Hurley situation all the time. But now we'll have Steve Kerr join Randy Brown in the backcourt if Michael sits down.
Byron Houston checks into the lineup, former Bull. Steve Kerr comes in for the Bulls. Wennington, Caffey, Brown, and Kukoc. Corbin, Smith, Marciulionis, Edney, and Byron Houston. They like what they've seen from Houston. He's really played well for them here early going.
He's a big body and rebounds well.
6'5", 6'6". Toni turns and looks, fakes and shoots.
Lightning quick fake to his left, and that's all he needed was a little look at the hoop.
Edney with Kerr right there on him. Fake the shot.
Good play. He made a good play. Drew Steve Kerr into a foul, and no.
He's a rookie.
Called.
He's a rookie. Lob inside. Jason Caffey with the strong lower body. And he'll get used to not fading away. Edney down low for Byron Houston. Houston spins, fakes, gets it out to Marciulionis. He'll put it up from 17.
And shoot that pill.
So make it 28-26 now. Bulls with the lead. Caffey gives it back to Randy Brown. Goes in, had it blocked, and a foul called. Randy Brown will go to the line for a couple.
It's a nice play when that weak side forward jumps out, gets the ball, clears the side out for the guard coming across, and here comes Randy Brown. He goes on up, and Michael Smith comes in for the foul and a little bit of body work.
That's the one where Jason Caffey, once he hands that off, it's got to go right to the basket because there's a chance he misses it. The defense follows him, and you're just right there to tap it in.
Randy Brown, when he played with Sacramento, at 5 points a game. Makes both free throws here.
And Randy Brown will pick up the personal foul. Got a hand check. Boy, I hate that hand check rule. I hate that thing. Marciulionis with it in the backcourt will bring it across. Jason Caffey comes over to help a little bit. And threw it away off Steve Kerr's leg out of bounds. 17 on the shot clock. Anybody got any hot tea?
The weather's not conducive either.
Oh, man, it's killing me. Houston backs in, puts it up. Nope, rebound tapped, and Wennington lost it. Michael Smith puts it in.
He does a good job of keeping it alive. He is their answer to Rodman. He goes hard to the board, build it, and control that rebound very well.
Steve Kerr picked his dribble up. Wennington had to come and help, and the Bulls getting forced further and further as the Kings are denying the passing lanes. There's what happens, though. Rebound tapped away and tipped out of bounds. It'll be Sacramento ball on the side. Johnny, when you deny like that and end up at the basket, eventually you're going to have somebody wide open somewhere on the floor with a really good shot.
And it was Steve Kerr had the shot he looked for.
Byron Houston gives it over to Sarunas Marciulionis. He'll come inside, give it over to Houston, who missed it, tipped it, missed it. Marciulionis lost it. Randy Brown, and that's what his quick hands can provide. Toni comes down the lane, and he got bumped and a foul called. Byron Houston raises his hands up as if to say, I didn't move. Official says, well, you did.
Toni had a tough time getting that ball across the midcourt, but he draws a foul.
Boy, they are really playing hard defensively. Toni for a three as Marciulionis gets it out to Ty Edney. Edney wanted Corbin to stay with him. Loose ball on the floor, thrown up. Michael Smith couldn't get it. Rebound, Bill Wennington. Out to Randy Brown. Quickly, here come the Bulls. Jason Caffey moves in, spins, and he walked. It was a pretty move, but he needed one more dribble.
No argument from the Bulls bench. They thought it was a little bit of a dance song that he went in there with. 30-28, Bulls by 2.
When you're on the green, you can say you can hear the band, right? You're dancing. Edney behind a good screen by Smith. Draws it in and throw it right to Randy Brown. Now Toni running hard. Brown gets it to Kukoc. Toni hanged and laid it in. Hung and laid it in. And it's 32-28 now, Bulls with a lead.
Well, Randy Brown doing what he's supposed to do, coming up the ball defensively.
I like him coming off the bench. I like what he offers to this Bulls team.
Toni guessed right. Run, Jason. Oh, boy. And Jason has got a slam in 3 out of the 4 games. Pip loves it. They're all over the place. Oh, a gigantic slam. They'll call a 20-second timeout. This is really something. A great save. A great save in the backcourt. Watch this. A great save by Toni. Throws it over his head to Kerr. Kerr comes down to Brown. Brown takes one look. Here he comes Jason. Whoa! And the Bulls bench comes flying up. Toni guessed right. Throws it back. Saves it. Kerr up to Brown. Brown, watch Jason coming, pacing himself. Here he comes. And wow, monster slam.
See it again.
One more look from the back. Watch Jason just slowly get himself in the lane. And now he had to, it was good he kept the spacing there. He slowed down and did a good job. And we'll take one more look at it.
Toni with the save. I get a chance this time. Kerr. And I like the quick pass down the floor. Jason keeps the spacing so Edney can't guard both of them. Ty Edney looks at that and says, you know what? You go ahead. I don't think I'll get in your way. So Sacramento will throw it in. Smith gets it into Edney. 8:30 remaining. Bulls running very well so far. See the fast break points as Edney brings it across.
Offensive foul on Smith. Michael Smith set a screen on Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr nursing a little bit of a mouse he picked up in practice. He says, but that's the way the game is played.
There he is. You can still see that. Again, picks up that dribble very quickly. Bulls with the 2-guard front. Steve Kerr, instead of going to the corner, goes away. And they'll have a 2-man game. Toni Kukoc and Bill Wennington. Wennington faked it. Goes baseline. Randy Brown from there. And Byron Houston, who the Bulls knew could rebound when they drafted him. What was that, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, John?
And they traded him for Rodney McRae.
34-28. Bulls with the lead as Edney finds Smith inside, and Bill Wennington picks up the foul.
Wennington's first foul. Smith, a 50% shooter, second on their team in drawing fouls, and has a tough time, a mixed bag when he goes to the free throw line.
Dickie Simpkins will check in. Let's see if Dickie comes in for Bill Wennington and tries to play a little center. Who is it? Yep, that's what it's going to be. Well, this is what the Bulls coaches have talked about, and I would think, as the ball is tipped out to Marciulionis, I would think Jason Caffey is going to be a better backup center, Johnny, because of the, again, the lower body strength that he has, the strength in his hips and his legs. He's going to be hard to push out of the way.
Well, as long as he doesn't have to play against Georgie Murison and you know, the huge Sean Bradley and guys like that. Yeah. If he faces guys that are under 7 foot, he should do a good job.
Caffey taken in by the fake.
Well, let me have one chance here and wish a very happy birthday to my very best friend, my wife Betsy, who's with me today. I told her I'd treat her to dinner in downtown Moline. Long way from Mitchell's, but
you are a big guy. You do something like that. So did you already go out, or are you going out afterwards?
Well, I took her to the press room.
You big spender, you.
I know.
34.
I'll get her the coffee to go on the way home.
Oh, man. Stop at the road stop, huh? Caffey on top for Randy Brown. Over to Toni. Kerr thought about it. Caffey with 10 on the shot clock now. Out to Randy Brown. Bulls got to balance the floor and get something here. Brown penetrates and he got fouled. Tyrone Corbin hollered that he didn't get the foul, and he said, you're right. It's on the rookie. Tyus Edney. Michael Jordan will come back in.
He wasn't shooting. He was going to the hoop, but he... Michael still has a tough time in these preseason games finding who to report to. He just checked in with you and I.
We told him, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael. And this is interesting as the Marciulionis tips it away. See, John, this again is something Phil Jackson is trying to work out. He wants different people in different situations. Now we get a timeout. We'll talk about it when we come back. 6:59 left. First half. Bulls lead it by 4.
Blackhawks and Blues, tomorrow at 7, only on Sports Channel. What Hawk fans want.
Montgomery Ward announces our lowest prices of the season. In Electric Avenue, save big on our huge selection of TVs, VCRs, camcorders, computers, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. By Sharp, Magnavox, Maytag, Amana, and more. It's our lowest prices of the season at Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward is kicking off our lowest prices of the season. There's savings throughout the store, like a 32-inch Toshiba stereo TV with picture-in-picture and free stand for only $9.99 at Electric Avenue. Or a 27-inch Toshiba stereo TV is just $4.99. But hurry, because at the lowest prices of the season, there's sure to be a real hit.
On Saturday, November 4th, when the Bulls battle the Boston Celtics, it's Coca-Cola Magnet Schedule Night. The first 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls Magnet Schedule, compliments of Coca-Cola.
Back here at the Mark in Moline, and you know why this place is called the Mark, don't you?
I asked several people today, why is it called a Mark, and they couldn't tell me. And then one guy came by and he says, because the Mississippi here, Mark Twain, and that's what they did. And they just shortened it to the Mark, and it's a very well-known, beautiful building here. Oh, yeah. That could even read we.
Scottie Pippen will check in.
Johnny Ligmanowski doing another great job here, running some water down to you and I so we can talk.
Yeah, but he stole my hat. Bulls 3 of 7 from long range, 2 of 4 for Sacramento, and a foul called. Johnny, the thing I was talking about when we went to the break is Phil Jackson wants to use different people in different situations so that they get used to those situations, because during the games, obviously, you're going to have people in this kind of thing. So I think what he's trying to show here now is with a little bit smaller lineup to see exactly what they can get done. And you'll see different lineups all throughout the game. Toni looking for Scottie, and now Brown with the post up on Ty Edney. I like Randy Brown. Loves it when the coach says, hey, go post up.
Yeah.
Coming up on 6.5 remaining in the first half as Corbin goes on top for Smith. Bulls playing the passing lanes just a little bit more effectively now.
Keep Smith out there, Tony. Give him some room. Don't let him.
And Randy Brown called for the hand check. Our next television game on Sports Channel will be on Monday night. We'll be in South Bend as the Bulls will take on the Seattle Supersonics. Sean Kemp and the boys will be there.
You know what happens whenever we get to South Bend and you're near Benton Harbor and
I sure
those
do.
places, St. Joe River. Might be time for you and I to do a little steelhead fishing.
I think we're going to try and catch 1 or 2 on Tuesday. Right? Michael down the floor looking for Dickey Simpkins in the jam.
Good no-look pass, and that's that center sprint out that they use.
Coaches always say when the big guys run the floor, good things happen. Mitch Richmond will check in. Marciulionis. Over to Edney for a 3. Ty Edney, their second-round draft choice, or number 2 draft choice, I should say. Pip. And again, the Bulls go with 2 guards. Michael goes into post up. Marciulionis got it.
Take a look at a little highlight here. No look pass. Look at this. No look down. Here comes Dickey running. He takes it down from Tyus and deposits it in the net.
So Michael will go to the line. The nice thing, I mean, when you get a pass from a guy like Michael, is it is exactly where you want it. You can catch it in stride and go in and slam. Richmond comes in along with Brian Grant. Byron Houston leaves, and so does Marciulionis. And all the flash bulbs that are going off as this guy shoots. Not easy. Brian Grant gets double teamed, gets it to Richmond. Fires it down the floor and finds Grant. Michael comes over, tries to strip it, loose ball. Brian Grant gets it right back, tosses it inside, and Scottie got it.
That was a good display of all defensive team players.
Toni comes inside, dished it, and out of bounds, Bulls ball. Go ahead, explain what you just said.
You saw Michael come over, all defensive player, and strip the ball. They couldn't pick it up, and then they tried to pass it underneath, and Scottie comes up with it, who led the league in steals last year.
Michael fakes the shot. Nice pass inside. Dickey lays it in.
Nice job. Dickey would have taken that right up last year. That time he waited for the traffic to clear. Nice job.
And timeout Sacramento. 4:56 left first half, and the Bulls lead at 42-33.
Dad?
Yeah?
There's something I want to tell you.
What is it, son?
Well, Dad, you're my dad. And I love you, man.
You're not getting my Bud Light, Johnny.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Ray, forget it, Johnny.
Don't battle with a weary old troublesome garage door. Call Adams Door Company to replace your old door with a Rainer showcase door. For safety, security, and convenience, call Adams Door Company.
Choosing a college isn't easy. I had it pretty good at home, but I knew it was time to break out on my own. I looked at a lot of schools, and then I found Loris College. Loris was special. I could feel it. And Loris could deliver with a 13-to-1 student-faculty ratio, a 96% placement rate, and the financial assistance that made it affordable. Freedom, friendship, self-discovery, success. It's Loris College. Find it. It feels so right.
A new season will begin on Sports Channel.
On Tuesday, November 7th, when the Bulls battle the Toronto Raptors, it's Chicago Tribune Hat Night. The first 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat, compliments of Chicago Tribune.
Sacramento 13 turnovers, the Bulls 3. This is one that caused it. Randy Brown takes his man in the corner. Now Michael Jordan is right next to him, and he sees him put the ball down. Michael goes after it, gets a piece of the ball. Now watch Scottie Pippen. He knows we don't have complete control, so he drifts right to the top of the free throw line, knows there's a man underneath. The pass comes down. Scottie's long arm grabs it. The Bulls come up with another turnover. Nice job.
And the points off turnover is huge. 16-2 in favor of the Bulls. Richmond and Randy Brown again laughing with each other. Corbin gives it back to Edney. Just under 5 minutes left here in the first half. Edney looking down for Brian Grant as Randy Brown came over to help. And that's a technical foul.
Yes, sir. That's the second one. Called on the Bulls, so Richmond will go to the free throw line and shoot the free throw. Doesn't he look like a mean man? He is one of the nicest guys you'll meet, but
you sit and
everybody's got that basketball face.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Look at Michael over talking to him. And Corbin will trigger it inbounds. Smith, and it's like you said, get away from him. Get flat away from him. Because there's nothing he's going to do but lose it. There it is. Thank you.
Turnover, right?
I
Good
appreciate
defense.
him doing
Scottie jumped out, helped Toni out.
He has no business out there. Kukoc. Michael comes across, top of the circle, turns and looks right at the basket, now finds the open man, and it's Scottie.
Scottie Pippen with 12.
44-33 now. Why were they doing all those red curl wigs before the game? What was that all about? Brian Grant backs in against Dickey and puts it up. He'll get fouled.
Is it Michael or Dickey? Who's he looking at? Is he going to be
Gotta be
8?
Dickey.
Yep. 8. You're right.
There's the Johnny Kerr lookalike
Well,
wigs.
I
like the guy on the left. The guy with the glasses wins. He is the Johnny Kerr lookalike for tonight.
You're a little late, Tom. I think it's a Dennis Rodman. I think they're supposed to be. Radio station here had a promo and gave those away, and that'll be kind of fun all this year, I would think.
Lionel Simmons, the L train, the lost man on this team, comes in as Tyrone Corbin comes out.
What's the other player that the Knicks got from Sacramento to forward? They were running mates together. Thinking his name here in a minute.
Boy, it's early in the year. Brown finds Michael on the wing. Backs in, fades against Richmond. It's an air ball. Out to Simmons. Into the corner, Randy Brown. He was going up into the stands looking for that ball.
He was.
All right, Sonny, you're telling me that the Knicks, as Dennis Rodman will come back in, that the Knicks got somebody else. All right. Let me think about this.
Yeah, he played with another steal by the Bulls.
Randy Brown takes it in and got it. Johnny, this defense can be just outstanding. Edney lobs it inside. Simmons puts it in. Kukoc makes the move inside and a foul called.
Michael Smith is third.
Here comes Dennis Rodman. See, he's got 4 points this evening.
He's got had what, 6 rebounds in that first quarter.
See the free throw shooting. Johnny, you said they were doing well. Bulls pretty well.
Look at Michael, watch him. He's going to take a shot. Here he goes.
Well, he was there.
He was on the runway, ready to go. Got there, but
Simmons gives it back to Ty Edney. Randy Brown almost got a piece of the ball. Finally, they find Simmons.
Travel. Look at that. They had distressed them all the way down the court. Didn't steal the ball. Finally, the open man got it. And in his excitement, trying to put the ball up to travel. Toni Kukoc goes out. Rodman comes in. There, they give them all kinds of distressful things, and then they just turn it over.
Simpkins on top for Scottie. Yep, with Simmons or with Richmond on him, and 3 seconds called on the Bulls. No, that was Dickey or Dennis Rodman. 48-37, Bulls with a lead. 2:45 remains first half. Richmond looks inside for Brian Grant. With Dickey on him. Grant comes in, makes the move. Michael got a piece of it. Oh, he came down.
Oh,
everybody's all right. Everybody's all right. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. That was dangerous. That was close.
They went up for the shot. There's the shot. Michael goes up to block the shot, and here comes Rodman. They come down, and oh boy, That's lucky nobody did get hurt on that play.
Michael might have twisted something.
Rodman,
he's got that disgusted look on his
Rodman made
face.
a block the other night in the United Center that way. Remember, he came across on a hook shot and just broke it right up.
It's a major league play. MJ looking for the lob. Now they'll go to the other side. Pip with 5 on the shot clock moves inside off the glass out to Michael. Fresh 24. He didn't need it. Rebound tipped out. Randy Brown tapped it. Can the Bulls get it? No. Ty Edney right there. Simmons comes inside to Brian Grant for the jam. But here come the Bulls right back down the floor. Lob for Michael.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Pip up to Michael Jordan. Yeah, that'll take some dust right out of that net. Woo. Listen to this crowd. They love it.
Bulls lead it now 50-39. Edney on the top, brings it to the right side. Brian Grant hollered at Michael Smith saying get out of the way, and now they want the same thing. They want Mitch Richmond one-on-one with Randy Brown. Richmond as the shot clock goes off.
Good little job here by Randy Brown. He wouldn't give Richmond that little turnaround jumper, and they will take a timeout with 1:19 and talk about it, Tom.
Timeout Sacramento with a 50-39 Bulls lead, and this crowd likes it at the mark. Our Chevy Geo halftime report. Steve and Norm will have the analysis, first half highlights, and our NBA Friday night. What's going on around the league? All that coming up on our Chevy Geo halftime report. As the Bulls lead it now 50-39 with 1:19.
Crowd here enjoying herself at the mark. Take a look at a play. Scottie gets the ball, takes it like he's going in, throws it up. Here goes Michael. Look at this. Oh, yeah, and the crowd just loved it. Look at them come to their feet here. Pip, what do you got? He was getting ready to take the offensive foul. Michael Smith was trying to take the offensive foul on Scottie. Stand there with his arms closed. He turned around, and all he could feel was a whoosh of air behind him as it went through the net.
Hey, coming up Saturday on the Sports Channel Report after the Blackhawks game, we'll have our IHSA football pairings and analysis from Taylor Bell of the Sun-Times. Football playoffs starting. And you'll see the pairings and hear a little commentary Saturday night on the Sports Channel Report after Blackhawks hockey. Michael's the man, Air J23. See the North Carolina jersey up there.
Right.
Look at that little guy. Hey, get out of the way. There he is. There's the little guy.
Nice job.
Look at him. Look at that little guy.
What a big supporter of the Bulls that you find down here in Moline. They've really enjoyed, picking up the games and watching Jordan play, and they get a chance here. This game, by the way, was booked way back when, before Rodman was here, and fans got a chance to see him and emulate him a little bit. Oh, here we go. Kid's got
his 45.
That's Shasky's jersey. John Shasky wears that jersey now. All right, here we go. Scottie inbounds to Brown, and 1:19 left in the second quarter.
Rodman. Out to Michael. MJ, long deuce, rattles home. 52-39 now, Bulls with a lead. Less than a minute left in the first half. Edney gets it to Simmons inside. Mitch Richmond throws it in as Randy Brown went flying. 52-41, Bulls lead it now as Michael gets double teamed, finds Scottie. Boy, you double team somebody here, and you are in. There are just so many players, so many weapons.
Richmond and Michael getting a little physical on the side.
Bulls with the reverse. Randy Brown and Dennis Rodman inside Scottie. Out to Randy Brown for 3. Short. And the Bulls can almost run it out now. Michael, a long 2.
Didn't take Rodman long to figure where his bread was buttered, did it? Get the rebound, find Mike.
Kings want the last shot. You see the shot clock and the game clock. That's what's left in the first half. Richmond will just wait. Dennis Rodman over to double team, and a blocking foul called on Randy Brown. with 5.7 seconds remaining.
Watch, Rodman's coming over to help here on the side. I think you're going to like to watch Randy Brown play a little bit.
Tony will check in. Randy Brown probably checked out.
Richmond shoot a couple free throws here. Rodman and Michael, where are you? Where are you? There it is, 23. Michael just inside, just over to collegiate 3. Rodman, you like it? Yeah, he did. Let me hear it.
Steve Kerr comes in as Randy Brown checks out.
The Bulls will have one long distance shot here.
5.7 seconds left in the half. Richmond couldn't get it. Rodman gets it out to Pip. Back to Tony. Ty Corbin with the steal, and Tyler Sedney's shot would not count. Oh, they say it would have. Well, didn't matter. We played one half of basketball here in Moline. The Bulls lead Sacramento 54-42. Now let's go back to the studio one more time. Here's Steve Cashel.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom Dorr. Johnny Red Curry got to give Tom a rest, huh? That voice.
Give that voice. It's like the Godfather.
That's right. Steve Cashler with Norm Van Leer. And Bulls, I guess, you know, good start. They kind of got lulled to sleep, and then they picked it up at the end of the second quarter. I know you were saying they're just toying with it.
I think they're just going and doing as much as they have to do at this particular time in this game. Seems like when they want to turn it on, they turn it on. They turn up a notch. When you have veteran players like this, preseason, tendency to have that take place in a ball game, and I feel that's exactly what's happening right now.
Okay, well, coming up here on the Chevy Geo halftime report, Norm and I will look at some of the key plays from the first half, and we're also going to take a look at Pat Riley's Miami Heat team. We're back with more right after this.
Hey Bulls fans, enter the Bulls Sweepstakes for your chance to win an Elmhurst Dodge Stealth, a Chicago Harley-Davidson limited edition Sportster, a dream vacation courtesy of United Airlines, Hyatt Hotels and Resorts, and BTI Americas, or many other great prizes. Simply fill out the entry form in the back of Bulls tickets or on Bulls pocket schedules for your chance to win.
Montgomery Ward announces our lowest prices of the season. In Electric Avenue, save big on our huge selection of TVs, VCRs, camcorders, computers, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. By Sharp, Magnavox, Maytag, Amana, and more. It's our lowest prices of the season at Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward is kicking off our lowest prices of the season. There's savings throughout the store, like a 32-inch Toshiba stereo TV with picture-in-picture and free stand for only $9.99 at Electric Avenue. Or a 27-inch Toshiba stereo TV is just $4.99. But hurry, because at the lowest prices of the season, there's sure to be a real...
Tonight on the Sports Channel report after the Bulls game, Ron Rivera is in the house to talk college pigskin. Live post-game from the Bulls-Kings game, Bears nightly and high school football scores from the top 25.
Nobody does it like you.
For high traffic areas, now there's the deep cleaning power of the new Hoover Steam Vac Deluxe with 5-brush agitator.
Nobody does it like you.
It's a back-to-back weekend for the Bulls, who are playing Game 4 of their preseason tonight at Moline in the Quad Cities. Tomorrow night, the Bulls play host to Seattle at the United Center. Tonight, they're taking on the Sacramento Kings, and Bulls really got off to a great start in this one. Game was tied at 5 earlier. Rodman gets the offensive rebound out to Scottie Pippen. He's going to nail the big three. Bulls up 8-5 at that point. That led them on a big 12-0 run. Look at this. Luke down low to Pip. Good fakes. Reverse jam. 14-5 Bulls. Next possession, Pippen to Jordan. Spots up for the three. Bulls on a 12-0 run at that point. They led 17-5. Then the Kings make a comeback, and this is when they came back and tied Mitch Richmond with a three.
Well, they start hitting the outside shots, as I said before. This is a good perimeter shooting team, that being Sacramento, and they start shooting that and hitting it. They're going to make a game out of it, but I think the Bulls relax. But this is the play of the game so far. My friend taught him everything. That pass too. Boy, look at that dunk. He's happy, and course, Randy Brown started that.
And it all started with, yeah, well, Toni saved
Toni
it,
started.
and then Randy Brown, yeah. Gary St. Jean not too happy there with that last shot. And the Bulls lead 54-42. Their largest lead was 13. Scottie Pippen has 12, Michael Jordan 11, Toni Kukoc 9 right now, and that's kind of what we expected. The Bulls trying to stay perfect in the preseason. They are currently 3-0. So let's talk about the Bulls at the start. Such a big run, and then did they lull themselves to sleep, do you think, or was it a thing where, all right, let this team come back, it's preseason? I mean, because the starters were still, and they had a choice to go up in this game like 30-9 if they wanted.
Well, I don't think they were as aggressive when they started the game. First, they started the game with good aggressive defense, getting out some fast breaks, hitting their outside shots, moving the ball quite well. Luke Loney throwing low. Everybody's moving without the ball, which I love to see on this team. The ball is spread out and thrown to a lot of different individuals to score. But at the same time, when they got this lead, it kind of relaxed a little bit. The aggressive play wasn't there, Steve, as it was earlier, and therefore you get a team back like Sacramento to get back in the game. This is the NBA. You kind of, you know, lay around a little bit. Teams will get back into it. But then, just before the half ended, they picked up the enthusiasm. The intensity got involved again, and they stretched the lead out once again. But you had some intensity by the bench coming in. I'm quite happy what I see with the bench coming in, being aggressive, playing a game. Nice, smooth transition, playing team ball, too.
Phil's obviously trying to get some combinations there. A lot of play tonight with Randy Brown in the number 2 spot. Still to come, we're going to take a look at the new look Miami Heat and check out the rest of the night on the NBA preseason schedule. Stay with us. Bulls lead right now by 12 at the intermission.
Bulls fans, now's the time to open up an ice-cold Beechwood-aged Budweiser. For a crisp, clean taste you won't find in any other beer, this Bud's for you.
If you got a passion for the hottest fall fashion and wanna look smashing for your holiday action, dashing, get your Pelly Pell car, canard, and your boss so you can hit the block looking fly. Yes, sir. We even got the Fila and the Mecca and first down coat for the wintertime weather. Kango hats looking fat when you enter. Now come on down and tell them that the future sent you to Barkins.
Barkins in the district, Rock Island, will have...
Back to class at Killer Outdoor Sports. Tremendous selection of Nike and Reebok windwear, clothing, and fleece. Backpacks and accessories by Nike and Champion. Also, new arrivals of Oakley sunglasses and Bauer inline skates. Check out our college town with customized Letterman jackets and pullovers. All this, plus the largest selection of Champion apparel in the country. Killer 101. A prerequisite for school this year. If it's here, it must be Killer. East of the Mark, downtown Moline.
A new season has begun on Sports Channel.
Hey, this week, forget about Monday Night Football, as this Monday night, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and company take their show on the road to South Bend, Indiana, on the campus of the University of Notre Dame for a preseason matchup with the Seattle Supersonics. Live from the Joyce Center, which incidentally is completely sold out for this game. It's Bulls basketball. Norm and I will get things going with game time at 7 o'clock right here on Sports Channel. You know, people in Miami may be giving Pat Riley 5 years before they expect an NBA title, although you can bet Riley believes he can win it within 3 years. Tonight, the Heat are taking on the Philadelphia 76ers down at the Miami Arena, and Billy Owens, Rex Chapman, Glenn Rice, all sitting this one out with various injuries. 2 guys on the floor, Vernon Maxwell, Jerry Stackhouse running the break. Rookie finished it off with the jam, 4 points in the first half for the house. On defensive end, Sean Bradley played pretty well. Look at that. Big swat right there. 4 blocks in the first quarter. Then the Heat getting back slowly. Clarence Weatherspoon ends up with the jam. Pat says, not the way we play defense in New York, right? Just before halftime, Sasha Dalinovich, way behind the arc, nails the 3 at the buzzer. He had 11 in the first half. Heat led 49-42. It's now 61-54 in the third quarter. And NBA preseason tonight, another game going on. Charlotte leading Detroit at the Greensboro Coliseum 50-48. I want to ask you about Pat Riley's team, the Miami Heat team. You know, I said they might give him 5 years. Pat goes in wanting to win championships. How long is it going to take Riley to get things going down there?
Well, first of all, you know you need the talent to do that. I don't care how great you can coach. You need the personnel to go along with that, and I think he has a good bit of personnel down there, but it's going to take a little more for him to start winning championships. You got young teams like Charlotte, and the Bulls will be around for a couple years. It's going to be tough out of the East to win that at that period of time to give him, but you know what? He's a great coach. He'll be there.
Yeah. All right. Second half action is right around the corner from Moline as the Bulls are playing the Sacramento Kings right now, leading by 12. As we go to break, some more scores from around the NBA preseason tonight.
IHSA Girls Singles and Doubles Tennis Championships, Sunday at noon, right here on Sports Channel.
We're lumberjacks. We're sawing away. We're working real hard. We drink Bush and A. 'Cause way up here, you gotta keep your head clear. Drinking Bush and A. 'Cause it tastes like beer.
Then we act crazy 'cause it's lonely out here.
Fully brewed for mountains of real beer taste. Non-alcohol Bush and A.
Montgomery Ward announces our lowest prices of the season. In Electric Avenue, save big on our huge selection of TVs, VCRs, camcorders, computers, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. By Sharp, Magnavox, Maytag, Amana, and more. It's our lowest prices of the season at Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward is kicking off our lowest prices of the season. There's savings throughout the store, like a 32-inch Toshiba stereo TV with picture-in-picture and free stand for only $9.99 at Electric Avenue. Or a 27-inch Toshiba stereo TV is just $4.99. But hurry, because at the lowest prices of the season, there's sure to be a real hit.
Nostalgia's a funny thing. At some point you realize the people you're looking back at are looking at you. Their eyes were on the future. And that kind of forward thinking has had its rewards for your local Chevy dealer since 1916. Today, Chevy's the #1 seller of cars and trucks in the Chicago area. That's a real testament to everyone who's ever worked in a Chevy dealership, and to the fact that while looking back is always nice, looking ahead is what got us here.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
Be sure to join us right after the game for the Sports Channel Report. We're in a post-game interview from inside the Bulls locker room. Ron Rivera will be here to talk about college football Saturday. We're going to have our high school football game of the week, Palatine and Friend. It's all coming up tonight. Full hour edition of Sports Channel Report and our Bulls post-game show. Bulls right now leading 54-42. What do we expect in the second half? Start with the starters and more combinations from Phil, huh?
Yeah, I think you start out being aggressive, get them going, and get some combinations going, and let some of these young people play. And I know they want to keep this undefeated rap here, but Steve, you just got to play the game and let them go for that. I think the Bulls will be very aggressive as they start out.
Okay, that's it from Norm and I from here. When we return, Tom, Johnny, Luke, and Ellis will pick it up from the quad in Moline. We'll see you after the game. Enjoy it.
A perfect diamond reflects a perfect love. The companion gold band affirms it. Together they represent a wonderfully serious, deeply joyful change in life. A change that commands ultimate confidence in your love and the rings that symbolize it. A diamond from Holland Jewelers represents that confidence, symbolizes that love. Engagement rings from under $500.
You know, this new Checkers restaurant is really something.
Yeah, great food at a reasonable price.
If you don't like pickles or onions, you just tell them, and it doesn't take any longer to make.
Checkers food is always fresh and hot.
Cajun-style fries, bacon cheeseburgers, chili dogs, fish and chicken sandwiches, BLTs, and champ burgers. It's so hard to choose.
Checkers, 2 drive-through lanes and counter service.
Hey, and they're quick, too.
Checkers, Davenport and East Moline, and now open on East Locust Street.
Season has begun on Sports Channel. The Chicago Bulls have capped season ticket sales at 15,000 seats and have started a priority number waiting list for seats that may become available in the future. To add your name to the season ticket waiting list, call 312-455-4000.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when, and by Electric Avenue Montgomery Ward, the store for great prices on brand name electronics and appliances.
Oh, it was a beautiful sight here in River City. Our affiliate Cox Cable got that. And Johnny, do you know what Jim Angio did in the offseason? What? He got a jet ski. And I think if they let this roll long enough, you'll see Ange just flying by here on his jet ski. And no? Okay, instead we'll come inside. And the Bulls lead the Sacramento Kings 54-42. And boy, what a first half the Bulls played. In fact, let's show you some first half numbers. Bulls 12 of 26, 46, or Sacramento 46%. Bulls 44%, 20 of 45, 26 to 45 shots. What a huge differential. Free throws, not much different, just 4 different there. Turnovers 17-5, and how about the points off turnovers? 20-5. Leading scorers in the first half now. Sacramento, Mitch Richmond had 12, Brian Grant had 11 for the Bulls, Pip had 12, and Michael Jordan with 11. I really wanted to see Jimmy on the jet ski. I really did. Hey, next Saturday. Oh, look at this. Benny the Bull, you have some competition from this guy. I love that. Are those horns on the side? Yeah.
Looks like my grandson in there.
Next Saturday, I'll be a busy man, Mr. Kerr.
And you'll be where?
I will be at DeKalb as NIU takes on Cincinnati. 3:05 at Husky Stadium. Chico Rivera and I will be there to call the action here on Sports Channel. Be a good football game. Good chance to see Northern. They've on once before.
Well, here's Ron Arthur and Michael Glass, the 2 Continental Basketball Association officials, who are working the game tonight.
Is that one of them there?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking. You know how I am. Questions. Along with the Big Red, I'm Tom Dorr.
And here we go.
You betcha. Ronnie Harper will bring it up for the Bulls. Finds Scottie on the wing. Walt Williams right there. And again, they come out very aggressively playing the passing lanes. Harper waits, finds Michael, or finds Scottie inside. Luke couldn't hang on. Holden Polynice gave him a little hip check. Polynice will come into your picture. There he is. Lost his mouthpiece. Walt Williams looks down low for Brian Grant. He and Dennis Rodman in a shoving matchup. Williams. Michael comes over to help to Mitch Richmond. Baseline 3 blocked by Ronnie Harper. Second one got partially blocked. And an air ball, Bulls ball.
Clock violation, you're right. Never did get up, didn't hit the rim. Good defense. Ronnie Harper came over and blocked that shot. Take a quick look at it. Blocked that shot, and then he never could get it up quick enough. Ronnie blocked it the second time.
Luke with the jump hook. Boy, that would be a great weapon for him to have. If he could consistently toss that down.
Absolutely. He's not going to get the ball that much, so you got to make the majority of your shots. Got to make 60% of it.
56-42, Bulls with the lead. Williams goes into the corner. Mitch Richmond with a wild shot. Rodman gives it back to Michael. Boy, he runs the floor well. And again, finds MJ. You're right. He's got this all figured out as Michael gets fouled. Bobby Hurley got run over.
A little 2-man game between Rodman and Michael. And Come on, Mike, get this ball. I don't want this ball. Michael takes it on in. Hurley just sort of slips and falls, picks up the foul. MJ had to open the first quarter with a 3-point field goal and then put the rest of his points in the second quarter.
How do you shoot with all these flash bulbs going on? I mean, this is wild.
Well, I think it'd be new for some other. If Scottie was going to go on the rim, but didn't have to go up there. I think other people, it might bother a little bit. Doesn't bother him. He's had this attention for so many years. Off his foot. Hurley
almost lost it. Gets it ahead. Walt Williams with the jam. Every once in a while, when you get pressure, Johnny, when you give pressure, you're going to get beat like that. But the key is to win more of those battles. Harper, double teamed by Polonies. Now Luke posts up. Here's the triangle. Michael goes away, sets the screen for Scottie. Luke with 2 in a row.
Went with the, he waited for the cutters beautifully. It wasn't there, and then when it's not there, that opens it up for you. You take it one-on-one and made that little left-hand hook.
Bulls always used to go to Bill Cartwright early in each half. Try and get a little contribution from him, get the inside game going, and then make things happen other places. It'd be nice if they could get that from Luke. Richmond with 6 on the clock. While Williams moves inside, that was short, and he's right there to put it in, and Dennis Rodman is furious with himself. Harper brings it across with Hurley right there on him. Luke wants the lob. Can he get 3 in a row? Luke inside. Nope, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. And see, and look at Michael. Michael goes right up to him, and Michael's going to say the same thing. Tear the rim down when you're right there. Just take that as hard as you can. Don't miss those.
Luke will shoot 2 free throws here now.
Working on Dennis Rodman's right hand. Chip shape.
Is he taping them together? Or
yeah. Middle finger and his ring finger. There you see it. And doing the same thing on the left hand.
Yeah, but his hand says maybe he was getting a nail stung there.
He might have chipped one. You hate it when that happens. 62-46. Bulls with a lead. 9.5 left, third period. Williams gets it back to Polonies. He's dribbling all day. Luke finds him. He has to pick up his dribble.
13 seconds. They're still at half court. Now let's see what they come up with.
Richmond almost double dribble. Finds Polonies. Little out of his range, but he drops it in anyway. 62-48 now. Ball. Scottie down the floor, lays it in.
Nicely done. He didn't give it away that pass was coming over his head. He sort of looked the guy off.
And Johnny, when you get 4 guys that can run the floor, the problems you give other teams is Bobby Hurley dishes off, and Mitch Richmond got it and is fouled by Luke. The problems you give other teams in that transition game are big because you got 4 guys that can get down the floor in a heartbeat.
All right, this is the bad play. Richmond gets the ball and makes the basket, goes to the free throw line. You cannot give him the layup.
Both.
Puts it
Can't give him both. Yeah. (64-51). Bulls with the lead. 8:45 left here, third period. Harper gets it to Scottie, over to Michael. Luke posts up again and gets it. Luke comes inside, spins, got him in the air. Nice move, blocked away by Brian Grant. Luke saved it, but it went right to Grant. Richmond off of Grant's head, out of bounds. Bulls ball.
No, off the head. Off the other. He didn't see it, off the other guy's head. There it is. And it goes right off the head of Brian Grant.
And look at him. He's mad. Well, ends up doesn't matter. Out to Ronnie Harper. Watch Scottie.
Offensive foul. Man, that's 2 calls in a row. I don't agree with them. Ronnie, now watch him jerk and go to the middle. Richmond's still sliding. You got to stand there.
Yeah, you got to be set. (64-51). Bulls with the lead. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left here, third period.
42 they call. Oh, Ronnie had to steal. Now they come with the foul.
Michael picked that one up. No. Ronnie Harper got it.
That's Harp's fourth.
Ronnie came in.
They call 42. I thought it might be one of those stupid plays. You look at the guy's jersey and say Walt Williams is going to get this one.
You never designed it.
But it wasn't.
Williams from 17. Harper. Quick pass out to Michael.
That's Dennis. Nope.
Offensive foul. They'll get Dennis on the foul, and Dennis doesn't like it
Dennis,
much.
no. Rodman giving him what for on the play. That's his third foul. There's a little running screen. It was pretty good.
They might have let that go in the regular season. Bobby Hurley, baseline jumper, and again, very quick outlet pass from Harper over to Michael. Fakes, got him in the air, and hit it.
They score quickly on the break. MJ with 15.
And that's the Bulls' lead with 7.5 remaining in the third. Hurley between the circles. Ryan Grant posting up. Wants to come inside. Michael comes across to help. Hurley over to Richmond. 2 on the shot clock. Richmond runs over Dennis Rodman. Out to Ronnie Harper. Ahead to MJ. Bulls are 2 on 4. Michael lets it fly anyway. And Polony's right there. Oh, Michael almost had it. And the official just took Mitch Richmond out of the play. They got a jam. The official ran into Richmond, and Mitch Richmond is down. Looks like he might be all right. Harper back to Pip. He won't even come into your screen in this play. Well, now he will as Olden Polony's. And here comes Mitch Richmond, and we got a timeout. 6:42 left third. Period. 66-53. Bulls with the lead.
Irish eyes are smiling with the Notre Dame Review. Whether you missed the game on Saturday or you just want to see it again, get your Irish football fix. The rivalry continues. It's USC and Notre Dame, Sunday morning at 7.
Emma, seems like we've known each other forever.
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks.
Will you marry me? 'Cause Emma, I love you, man.
Oh, Johnny, you're not getting my Bud Light.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Johnny?
Make it a Bud Light.
Jane?
It's Joan.
Jane, Joan, whatever. I feel like I've known you forever.
Nobody does it like you.
The new Hoover Steam Vac Deluxe with 5-brush agitator. Compared to professionals, there's no comparison.
Nobody does it like you.
Hi, Tom Mumford writes, I'd like to suggest a new flavor. How about Snapple Cider? Tom, you're onto something. Introducing Snapple Cider Teas, an apple pie, black cherry, and peach melba. Made from the best stuff on earth.
Some of the people who benefit most from the Discover card don't even have one. Hi, I'm Scott Hamilton. Each year, the Discover Card youth programs recognize thousands of kids who are making a difference. In fact, Discover Card has already contributed over $16 million in support of this unique collection of programs. So as long as there are kids with dreams, we'll be here, helping them reach those dreams.
Lou Cannell is back in Moline, and about a couple of minutes ago, we saw trainer Chip Schaefer retape 2 of Dennis Rodman's fingers on each hand. Chip tells me that there's nothing wrong with his fingers, but Dennis likes to play the game with his 2 middle fingers taped on each hand. He said he took off the tape at halftime, and he just retaped them again as we opened up here in the second half. Let's get it back courtside now to Tom and Johnny. Yeah, we thought that he might have broken a nail there and was getting it fixed, but that's it.
Richmond and Jordan with 15 each as Michael takes the inbound pass. Luke pops out. Down low looking for Scottie. Good defense by Walt Williams as Pip comes over, and a loose ball foul on Scottie. That's a good call.
I don't necessarily agree. The guy was rolling on the floor with the ball. But he just goes down as... Now he's down. There's no foul. He goes down to tie up the ball.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Williams on the wing. Has it on top. Finds Mitch Richmond. And Scottie took a little foul on Ronnie or Scottie.
That's his 5th if it's on Harper.
Yep.
Said I got the ball.
Can't tell. Williams with it on the right side. Makes the move.
Give me a break. You're going to go one-on-one on Michael, clean aside?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's not very smart basketball. The big guy's going to take Mike one-on-one. And here they come down now. Michael with the ball, looking for the bullet pass. No look. Down the lane. Here it goes. Harp into Scottie. Scottie goes up and takes the shot and gets fouled. And Toni Kukoc getting ready to step into the game. Pip misses the free throw.
Ronnie Harper will sit. So again, the big lineup comes on the floor.
Oh, Phil can have some fun.
Oh, can he? Can he?
Looking out there.
Michael, here goes MJ.
He and Tex sit there and say, let's try this combination.
It's like you're working with a recipe and everything's good. You're just trying to find out which ones will work at different times. Hurley comes off the high screen. Looks for Richmond, who has it. Lets fly top of the circle, and Dennis is right there. So Scottie.
Well, they say they don't talk to each other, but I heard him holler, Dennis, Dennis. And Pip pounds it through. He's got 17. Another rebound for Dennis on a fast break. The crowd here loves it, and I'm sure they're going to love it in Chicago when they see this.
Walt Williams, the off-balance jumper, and Rodman there again got fouled by Mitch Richmond. Scottie just went over and gave him a good high five. And Dennis Rodman will get a couple.
Puts the body on the man. He knows which side the ball is going on, and he just actually knows. And there he hears Pip holler a little bit. Pip goes in and just hammers it down. Rodman to the line for a couple of free throws. He hasn't been there too often.
Got the first. He's got one more coming.
He's made 4 out of 5, or 5 out of 6 now so far this year.
Tell you what, for two guys that don't talk much, Scottie congratulates him every time. Now Scottie on the runway, but got blocked off. 70-53, Bulls with the lead. Ryan Grant, Sarunas Marciulionis checked in. Richmond wants it. Boy, with this lineup, it is tough to guard the Bulls. Olden Polynice couldn't get it. Brian Grant with the offensive rebound in all kinds of traffic. Michael knocked it away, gets it ahead. MJ and Scottie.
Runaway Express. Michael Tong out, full time extension, and Gary St. Jean says, we got to stop this express.
Time out, Sacramento. 4:58 left in the third. The Bulls are rolling.
Nostalgia's a funny thing. At some point you realize the people you're looking back at are looking at you. Their eyes were on the future. And that kind of forward thinking has had its rewards for your local Chevy dealer since 1916. Today, Chevy's the #1 seller of cars and trucks in the Chicago area. That's a real testament to everyone who's ever worked in a Chevy dealership, and to the fact that while looking back is always nice, looking ahead is what got us here.
Montgomery Ward announces our lowest prices of the season. In Electric Avenue, save big on our huge selection of TVs, VCRs, camcorders, computers, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. By Sharp, Magnavox, Maytag, Amana, and more. It's our lowest prices of the season at Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward is kicking off our lowest prices of the season. There's savings throughout the store, like a 32-inch Toshiba stereo TV with picture-in-picture and free stand for only $9.99 at Electric Avenue, or a 27-inch Toshiba stereo TV is just $4.99. But hurry, because at the lowest prices of the season, there's sure to be a real hit.
On Tuesday, November 7th, when the Bulls battle the Toronto Raptors, it's Chicago Tribune Hat Night. The first 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat, compliments of Chicago Tribune.
Bulls with a 19-point lead here in Moline. They put the ball down, but not for long. Watch this. Ball gets hit around by Michael. Steal by Toni. Flips it out to Michael on his side. Scottie's on the right, but they're not going to catch him. Here he goes to take off. The poster play. Slam dunk. Michael will take one more look at it. Watch that tongue come out. Watch this. Power. Down. Let's go to Lou Canellis on the sideline. Louis.
John, coming into the game, Phil said that he wanted to work on the fast break, especially with the size advantage that his guards had on Sacramento's. He's able to release one of his guards as soon as Sacramento takes their shot. Sure enough, the Bulls outscoring the Kings right now 23-8 with the fast break.
And doing the job here in the third period, 72-53. Williams gets it across the timeline, 13 on the shot clock. Inside, throw it away. Boy, I love this defense. Man, can they just flat guard somebody. Maybe they guard everybody. Toni looking for Luke, trying to post up. There it is. Luke a little bit further out on the floor than he'd like. Oh. He was looking for Toni. Rodman was looking for Toni. Mitch Richmond comes off the screen from Brian Grant. Luke right there to help out inside. Grant puts it in.
Nice little turnaround. Nice movement by Grant. He's got 15.
72-55 now, Bulls with the lead. Kukoc on top, finds Michael. Scottie comes over. Started to play the two-man game. Now MJ all alone with Marciulionis.
He knows he can shoot over. He knows he can do that.
Like that?
Yep.
Rodman.
Listen to Rodman get the great hand. All those guys with the red wigs on, too, are taking a bow.
A blue-collar kind of area. Chicago, Moline, the Midwest loves this.
Oh, he tried to throw it to Luke instead of putting up on the glass, and either Rodman, Phil didn't like that. What's your recipe for success? Look at this.
Defense, defense, and defense. Opponent's field goal percentage, points per game, and rebounds, just outstanding. Average margin of victory, 20. Marciulionis wants to make the move. Long jumper with Scottie, and Olden Polynice with a rebound. Walt Williams can hit the three. And Dennis Rodman right there. Down the floor for Toni. He'll let fly.
They've got a lot of baskets out of Rodman's pitch outs.
Williams backs in against Toni. Hand check against Toni. Phil Jackson just looks at him and holds out that forearm. Says you got to guard him that way. You can't put the hand on the hip. Michael Smith will check in. Olden Polynice comes out.
Take a quick look here at this replay. Watch Dennis tip the ball up in the air, get control of it, and watch it. I don't know. He's got great vision. I didn't see him down there. And look at this. Toni just post up, takes the little J. Go. Toni. 2 free throws by Walt Williams.
74-57 now, Bulls with the lead as Scottie brings it across the timeline. Michael one-on-one again with Marciulionis. He'll let fly again.
Well, you can just flat out shoot. Marciulionis does not have great leaping ability. When Richmond is on him, Richmond can get up and put a hand in Michael's face.
Richmond's a pretty good defensive player. Yep. Williams comes down low, runs into Luke, and Luke Longley will pick up the foul. Well, Williams went down hard. Big Saturday tomorrow at 11 o'clock. A good ACC game. Clemson and Maryland. Then at 2:30, Eastern Michigan and Ball State. 7 o'clock, Blackhawks game time. Then at 7:30, Hawks and the Blues. St. Louis and Chicago. That's always a good rivalry. Followed by the Sports Channel report right after the game. Jason Caffey comes in.
Luke's got 5 fouls, so he'll sit down.
Big Luke. $76-59 now as Caffey comes in.
Caffey can play with this unit. Now watch Richmond. He can give Mike a little tougher time. Got him on the arm, but
down the floor. Scottie got a piece of it. Marciulionis and a foul on Scottie. Should be after the shot. Scottie pushed him. Scottie says, "Yep, I got him."
Coming right into your living room, right at your Sports Channel camera. He throws it up, and Scottie gave him a little bump.
Steve Kerr will check in. Jason Caffey's got a nosebleed. Caffey may have to come out. Phil wants a 20-second timeout because Jason Caffey has got a nosebleed that Chip will try and take care of.
Well, all the different combinations that Phil has used tonight have been effective. The Bulls were slow in the first quarter, and they took a 2-point lead, 26-24. Then they had it all by themselves with a 10-point lead, 28-18 in that second quarter, and they've just seemed to blow it out here starting out this quarter, but letting him back in a little bit with free throws.
Johnny, do you know who we're going to see Monday night? Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, and a very good Seattle Supersonic team. We'll be in South Bend on Monday night. Game time's at 7 o'clock, and then we'll tip it off at 7:30. The Sonics and the Bulls, Monday night, here on Sports Channel. Oh, I like that.
Dennis has played well, and there's his confidant, Jack Haley. Oh, look at this guy.
How about that, huh? Wave to the cameras, buddy. Lots of Bulls fans. 76-60. Bulls with the lead. 2:14 left here, third period.
Sarunas Marciulionis, Lithuania, makes both of his free throws.
Randy Brown back in for the Bulls. They took care of Caffey's nose. They just plugged it up. Kerr.
Look at it. Williams is going to give him a lot of room.
Marciulionis just muscling Toni as much as he can. Over to Randy Brown from 16. Dennis with the tap. Couldn't get it. Rebound. Finally pulled down by Richmond. Bounces over to Marciulionis. Back to Richmond for three.
Well, here they come, steadily pecking away, doing a nice job of it.
It's a 13-point Bulls lead. Kenny Harris, Ronnie McMahon yet to play. Two guys trying to make this team. Odds are long against him, and a foul called on the push-off.
Michael Smith, his fourth.
He got a lot of pub last year, Michael Smith did, Johnny, as a second-round draft choice who came in and played pretty well.
Goes to the boards real well. Good rebounder.
Pardon me, a little bit of Michael Cage.
Yes.
You know, this tough guy, can rebound, doesn't shoot it very much.
Oh, you're right. You're exactly right. That does look like Michael.
Bill Wennington comes in as Dennis Rodman will leave, and he gets a great hand. Edney will check back in a minute as Caffey makes the free throw. 78-63, Bulls with the lead. Minute 25 remaining. Williams gets the screen. Wennington stays to help. Michael Smith put it up, and Jason Caffey will pick up the foul. Phil Jackson talks to him a little bit.
Smith, an adventure online. Bing in the hole. That means the next one. See out the back of the ring.
Edney comes in. There's Jason Caffey. I talked about his lower body, how strong he is. He's got big shoulders, but he's got big, wide hips. Look at him run down the floor. This is a very big man in the lower body and very strong, and Michael Smith picks up the foul. And that's the thing you and I were talking about, how he's going to be able to push and shove against people, the bigger power forwards than some of the smaller centers. He's just not going to give up much room because he's got that good base, that good lower body, that you're just not going to be able to push him out of the way.
See, he's got a plug there in his nose to keep the bleeding down.
And of course, after I brag on him all that, there he is from Alabama, the rookie. Boy, they've had some players from Alabama the past few years. Man.
I think they had 4 of them going to draft this year, didn't
They had McDice, they had Caffey, had Robert Ory. Grant goes down low, finds Walt Williams on the wing with Toni on him. And Toni get a piece of... Oh, that's
now
a
we're going
late
free throw
call.
Free throw line.
Foul called on Toni, and that ball was almost to the rim before the whistle sounded.
Toni leans in.
I don't know.
Hit him in the hand.
Yeah.
They like that when they say the hand is part of the ball. Williams misses a free throw. He's got 12 points in the game. 3 baskets and a ton of free throws. He makes one more.
79-66, less than a minute left here in the third. Caffey up high, turns and looks. Now he'll play one-on-one, spins in, and he got fouled.
He can take the ball, put it down, go to the basket. He's got some nice spin moves, and he's gone, I believe.
He'll have a seat the rest of the game.
Michael Smith with 5 points.
Could be his 6th. Bill Jackson comes over and asks, is it 6 fouls? Yes.
Yeah.
That is 6 personal fouls.
Now they got it.
A little intimidated to blow the horn here at the table.
They are. I noticed that in the first half. Byron Houston comes in. We hate to waste the energy, I guess, right? 80-66 is the Bulls' lead. Caffey, who started out very well at the free throw line this year. Williams comes off the screen, goes baseline. Nice spin move by Walt Williams. That was pretty.
Well, they've knocked it right back down here to 12-point lead. The Bulls started out this quarter big time. They're up 19.
Caffey. Brown had it blocked by Byron Houston. Lennington tried to get it. Marciulionis did. Randy Brown almost got a piece of it. They want one shot. That's what's left third period. Williams brings it to the right wing.
1-on-1.
You hear Gary St. Jean hollering. A good block by Toni. A good block. It won't count. We played 3 periods here at the mark, and the Bulls lead the Kings 80-68.
Hey, Bulls fans, this break in the action is brought to you by Budweiser. Now's the time to enjoy that crisp, clean Budweiser taste. This Bud's for you.
Dad?
Yeah?
There's something I want to tell you.
What is it, son?
Well, Dad, you're my dad. And I love you, man.
You're not getting my Bud Light, Johnny.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Ray, forget it, Johnny.
Is there a reason you haven't been to Pistols yet? Restaurateur Linda Pistol Olson invites you to experience casual dining with a touch of class. Relax in the lounge with your favorite cocktail, then enjoy homemade soup with daily lunch specials, bacon-wrapped scallop appetizers, prime rib on Friday and Saturday nights, and all-you-can-eat catfish every night of the week for only $8.95. All prepared for you by Barbara Collis and Charles Yoke. You'll dine in elegance. Pistols is a rich experience at a reasonable price. Pistols Restaurant and Lounge, 4601 4th Avenue in Moline.
Brady Davenport. For the ultimate in family fun, come to Leisure Time Billiards and Sports Bar. We have 12 pool tables which may be rented hourly or 6 coin-operated tables if you're in the mood for just one game. And we have an exciting video area for everyone in your family. We're open 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. 7 days a week. And if hunger gets the best of you, we offer char-broiled food and pizza. We have TVs throughout the facility so you can enjoy satellite sporting events from the U.S. and Canada. And our sports bar with its big screen TV is the perfect place to come and relax. Leisure Time Billiards and Sports Bar, 42nd Avenue in East.
Season has begun on Sports Channel.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by United. The employee owners of United are proud to be part of Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly our friendly skies. The Discover card. It pays to discover. And by your local Chevy Geo dealers. Good people to know when you're looking for a car.
Welcome back to the Mark in Moline, and after 3 quarters, already 47 personal fouls have been called in tonight's game. A number of questionable calls coming in that 3rd quarter. Now, of course, tonight's game comes after Tuesday night's matchup when we saw Luke Longley and Chris Webber go at it at the United Center. And as I go back to Tom and Johnny, I pose this question to you guys. A number of the Bulls players felt this past week that with the regular NBA refs, the fight wouldn't have happened. My question to you guys is, through the first 2 weeks of this exhibition season, your feelings on the play of the CBA refs.
I think they've done a very adequate job, Lou, but I still think you need those 3 guys that know the players, know how they play, know how to keep them from them in line a little bit easier. I don't think the players are going to respect anything really said to them by these 2 officials, but you get Mike Mathis and a couple guys saying something, you shape up pretty quickly.
Byron Houston on top, throws it away. He was looking for Brian Grant, threw it away, and it's Bulls ball. 80-68, Bulls with the lead. Tyrone Corbin gets set to check in. And Randy Brown.
He scored. I mean, he just threw the ball off and was running down the lane. I mean, that's incidental contact. There was nothing. It's not a team foul, so you won't get into a penalty that quickly.
Here, Gary St. Jean Holler on the right side. Edney looks down low for Byron Houston. Marciulionis. Oh, yeah. Corbin inside Brian Grant. They got a lot of strength. Grant looks inside. Corbin had it blocked by Toni. Corbin puts it up again. Whittington got that one. Throws it up a 3rd time.
Should have been a jump.
Count it, and a foul on Bill Whittington.
Terrible defense by the Bulls. It's like, didn't Dennis get that rebound? Guys, Dennis is not on the floor. You've got to go to the board. One ball hit the bottom of the board. I think they were looking for traveling. It hit the bottom of the board, came back to him, but Ty Corbin gets the basket.
And Toni there with a rebound. 80-70 now. Bulls with a lead. Caffey goes inside, finds Bill Whittington. Kerr on top. Toni. Back to Steve Kerr. A long deuce for Steve. Marciulionis. Boy, he can really fly. Moves down the floor. Got it. Counted, and he's fouled.
Again, a touch foul and a basket. They've got 4 or 5 of those today. You've got to get one or the other. Guys coming down, you got to take the foul. Here comes Marciulionis. Bulls trying to hustle back. Don't get there. Steve Kerr on the foul. And there's another 3-point play.
Johnny, it's a 7-point game now. Kukoc goes by Ty Corbin. And offensive foul on Toni. What did he do? I don't know what he did. I still don't know what he did. It's a 7-point Bulls lead. Edney penetrates. Whittington came over to help. Corbin throws one up from 16. Rebound pulled down by Randy Brown. Kukoc fakes. Makes the baseline move, and he got fouled. Jenny, I think they're intent on calling fouls now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad call, but it's just every play. Caffey was looking for the lob. Instead, Whittington out on top. Toni fakes the 3. Drives inside the rolling hook. Ball tapped out will be Bulls ball. And all momentum and flow has been lost by this contest. Kukoc finds Randy Brown. Inside for Toni. Corbin on him. He'll spin and shoot and couldn't get it. Still 80-73. Byron Houston gets it to Marciulionis. Brian Grant looking for the lob, and Whittington will be called for goal.
I'll tell you what, they have made some of the easiest baskets I've seen here. Marciulionis down the middle on a little touch This one over the top. Bill goes up and goaltends the ball.
Just like Vin Baker of Milwaukee with that spin lob.
Yeah.
Kukoc had it knocked away. Here comes Tyrone Corbin inside. It is 80-77.
Bill going to let him run right through this thing.
Wennington.
These are the guys that really have bailed him out pretty good.
No, not against Bullets. They did a great job. Toni with the fake and the shot. Brian Grant got it.
Call it
anything
jump
else.
Ball.
Yeah. Randy Brown reached in and it looked like got all ball, and the official standing right there didn't make
That's
the call.
his 5.
It's the official from half court that makes this call.
Tony misses the shot. They go up. Now they both got.
Well, it's a 3-point game. 9-0 this quarter. Corbin inside. Grant, turnaround jump. And the rebound, Byron Houston. It is a 1-point Bulls lead. Kukoc tries to spin, gets it ahead to Randy Brown. Bulls are 0 for the fourth period. 0 for the last 3:15. Kukoc spins, gets it out. Steve Kerr, a long 3.
The first basket comes with 8:34 here in the fourth quarter. That's the first basket by Steve Kerr, and it's a 3.
Ty Edney calls the play. Marciulionis flashes. Corbin from 15. May not have been the shot they wanted, and Jason Caffey gets it out to Toni. Caffey, maybe a little unfamiliar.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah. That's not his role.
No, just pull out to the wing.
And a foul on Randy Brown.
Hear that whistle in my sleep. He's gone. Randy's gone. 6 foul on him. He fouls out with 6 points.
Kenny Harris will check in with 8:07 remaining.
Harper's got 5. Longley's got 5. Kenny Harris comes in.
6 fouls on Randy Brown.
Randy looks at the official and says, I really have 2 or 4. I said 4 are bad calls. Corbin to Ty Edney.
We're in a penalty here with 8 minutes to play. We thought we'd maybe have a nice game here, a little bit of a breeze, and get on our way home, but not to be, Tom. We're going to be here for a while.
The next television game will be Monday night. Seattle and Chicago. We will be in South Bend. Game time at 7 and tip-off 7:30 here on Sports Channel Monday night. Bulls lead it by a pair as Toni will bring it up. Crowd wants to see a little something happen. Kerr. The only basket the Bulls have in over 4 minutes is Steve Kerr's 3-pointer.
9 minutes.
Kenny Harris, baseline jumper, and Byron Houston right there. Gets it out to Marciulionis. Bounces it to Ty Corbin. And we are tied. Here at the Mark in Moline, the Bulls taking on the Sacramento Kings, 83-all with 7.5 remaining in the fourth period. Bulls with just 1 basket in the period. Wennington's baseline jump shot partially blocked, and Lionel Simmons called for, well, you guessed it, a foul.
Well, I think Phil is almost happy to see his team get in a situation. They've blown teams out until now. Now he's going to let them try to play right out of this.
You got yourself into it, get yourself out.
Right.
Show me you can handle this. That's a good point, John.
Wennington has not scratched tonight.
Dickie Simpkins will come in. Jason Caffey checks out. Big Bill second. That's a better shot. A little more arc on it. And it's a 1-point Bulls lead, so the Kings can take the lead here. Corbin comes off the screen. Ty Edney makes the move inside off Harris, puts it in.
It was a major league move there.
Last lead the Kings had was 21-20 with 2:44 left in the first. Simpkins into the corner for Kukoc. Toni with the fake, comes inside, finds Dickey from 12. It wouldn't stay. Toni almost got the steal. Marciulionis finds Lionel Simmons, who comes inside. Out to Edney. Corbin with the fake. Shot clock at 8. Got it back off his leg, out of bounds. Bulls ball, and we get a timeout. 6:32 left, and the Sacramento Kings lead the Bulls by 1.
Nostalgia's a funny thing. At some point you realize the people you're looking back at are looking at you. Their eyes were on the future. And that kind of forward thinking has had its rewards for your local Chevy dealer since 1916. Today, Chevy's the #1 seller of cars and trucks in the Chicago area. That's a real testament to everyone who's ever worked in a Chevy dealership, and to the fact that while looking back is always nice, looking ahead is what got us here.
At Sharp, we have a full line of copiers that suit the needs of your business, no matter how big your business becomes. Sharp has something to help you succeed in business. It's cutting edge, high speed, and extremely interactive. It's your authorized Sharp dealer.
Sharp. Call Advanced Business Systems at 797-1231.
When it's cold out, nothing can beat the heat like my Regency Gas Stove. The convenience of gas and the beautiful look of a real fire is why I turned to Regency. My friends still think I'm chopping wood, but this is a gas fire, honestly. And my Regency also produces enough heat to keep my family comfortable and warm even during power outages. If it's not a Regency, it's not the best.
Save up to $400 until November 15th. See store for details.
Season has begun on Sports Channel.
On Saturday, November 4th, when the Bulls battle the Boston Celtics, it's Coca-Cola Magnet Schedule Night. The first 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls Magnet Schedule, compliments of Coca-Cola.
Back here at the Mark in Moline, Mark of the Quad Cities, where the Kings lead the Bulls 85-84. Fourth quarter field goals. Sacramento 7 of 12. The Bulls just 1 of 7.
That's a three-pointer by Steve Kerr. Bill Wennington split a pair of free throws.
Judd Bushler will check into the lineup. Bushy, he came up to me before the game and he said, "You and Johnny need to start doing something for me." And I said, "Okay, what do you want?" He said, "You know that Johnny Carson intro? Here's Johnny." He said, I kind of like that. Here's Bushy.
Well, we'll see.
So when you see him around town, just give him the call. Here's Bushy. Kukoc on top for Steve Kerr. Over to Harris.
You got to get the ball up now.
Shot clock at 4, at 3. Sticky Simpkins offensive foul. They're calling for the push. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. These guys, this is an exhibition preseason game. The crowd cannot to see this back and forth. The incidental contact like that. The three-man officiating team that the NBA puts out here, I mean, you eliminate those things.
Please
come game back. Of contact.
Please. Corbin hits the first.
You take away the basket, okay, fine.
Kings with a 3-point lead now, coming up on the halfway point here of the fourth period. Kukoc. Bushler comes across and Lionel Simmons called for the hold. Johnny, do you know, is there a record for fouls in a quarter?
13th foul.
They're checking on the regular season. Preseason, who knows, but they don't keep that stuff. But wow. Simpkins across the floor finds Steve Kerr.
I'm going to tell you something. This is not a roughly played game. And there's more fouls in this game than some games that have been like football.
Yeah. Jeff Stanton, graphics man, as a foul has been called offensive on Marciulionis. You ready for this, Johnny? What? Record for fouls in a quarter, 32. That's a ton. 32 fouls in a quarter. We got a ton here. Bushy. Inside Dickie Simpkins. Dallas and Denver of 82. That multiple overtime games when that was. Simpkins. Shoot it, Bushy. Blocked by Byron Houston.
Good defense that they're playing down here. There's a technical foul on Toni. Toni bounced the ball on sportsmanlike contact, so they will get 3 free throws on this play.
So there was the tee. Coach Paxson. Trying to figure out what to do. Kings are Johnny on a 20-4 run this quarter. Caffrey will check back in. And Toni will come out. Well, now this is a very interesting lineup. Now Phil's saying, okay, guys, you really got to buckle down. (89-84), Sacramento with the lead. Less than 5 minutes remain.
Bulls do not have a go-to guy on the floor at this stage. They're down by 5.
I think Steve Kerr would be it as Harris comes inside and he just got crushed by Byron Houston. Look at the shoulders on him. Man.
Kenny Harris, 2.
So Kenny Harris with a chance to get into the scoring column here.
And he does. 89-85 now. Kings with the lead. And Jason Caffrey got it after Dickie Simpkins tapped it, and a foul called as Caffrey shoots the turnaround jumper. Lionel Simmons picks up the foul. Dennis Rodman, kind of a chic look there. Shasky, Michael.
Michael and Scottie do not like, and neither does Rodman like the way this goes here. They played very well, and they thought they turned over a winner to their teammates. And this
I don't like to lose, John.
Fourth quarter has been.
They say, it's just preseason. These guys just flat don't want to lose. Edney in the lane. Dishes it off. Loose ball. Simmons put it up, and he's fouled. That's the 16th foul of this quarter. Bulls with 11. Sacramento with 5. So we're halfway to that 32 foul record. So the L train, Lionel Simmons hits the first. And it's 90-87. 4:24 remains.
We were trying to think of that name of the other player. And
oh, yeah.
Bonner.
Played with Sacramento, moved on to the Knicks. 91-87 now. Sacramento with a lead. Steve Kerr brings it up the floor on the dribble. Full start with a 2-guard front. Where she comes over to help out. Kerr. Look for the screen. Judd inside. Put it up. Got it counted and he's fouled. Byron Houston is the disbelieving offender.
Kerr bounces it.
She's short. Jason Caffey fell down.
And to take a foul.
Got fouled. We got a second. Luke Canellis, what do you got, partner?
Guys, part of the reason the Bulls have lost this lead is their fast break with the second unit has become non-existent here in the third and fourth quarters. And I know, Tommy, you and I talked about it. This Sacramento team can really be tough as nails defensively when they want to. A year ago, they were second best in the league as far as defending field goals, and also they have owned the boards ever since the first unit of the Bulls went onto the bench.
Nice job, Lou. Very true. Caffey ties it up at 91 all. Edney. Over to Marciulionis. And the crowd calls out defense. Marciulionis throws it inside. Byron Houston spins, lost it. Dickie Simpkins right there. Harris accelerates and backs it off on Steve Kerr. Simpkins. Caffey was open. Kerr steps back, long deuce.
Oh, again! Jason Caffey with superb timing. They love it. Oh, man. Jason Caffey.
Timeout Sacramento. 3:24 left, and the Bulls have the lead back.
Michael Jordan is back. That's right. The Bulls battle the Seattle Supersonics at the ACC Monday, October 23rd at 7 p.m. on Sports Channel. Join us pregame for Bulls Game Time with Steve Cashel and Norm Van Leer. Then Michael Jordan and Sean Kemp square off. The Bulls and Sonics, Monday, October 23rd, and it's only on Sports Channel.
Here's news from Ameritech Cellular that's got everyone talking. Introducing our exclusive cellular rewards program. Every call you make earns points redeemable for free merchandise, free travel, and crystal clear cellular airtime. The more you gab, the more you get. So when we say there's nothing like Ameritech Cellular rewards, it's not just idle chatter. To sign up, just call or watch your mail for more details.
For the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bull team shops at any one of the Chicagoland, Carson Pirie, Scott stores.
At this stage, the Bulls are 2 out of 11. Make it 2 out of 12. Whoa, there's a cleanup job by Jason Caffey. Steve Kerr with the miss. Caffey times it just right. Screens his man, goes to the board, catches it, and flies it in one motion. Jason Caffey with 6 points in his quarter. We'll take one more look at it. Good timing. The crowd loves it as he gives the Bulls a 2-point lead with 3.2.
The three amigos, Pippen, Jordan, and Rodman. You like that one?
Yeah.
So we got left. Bulls with 3 timeouts. Sacramento with 2 and a 20. Surprisingly, neither team with a foul to get, huh? Gordon sets the screen. Edney comes inside, goes right to the bucket, and foul on Kenny Harris.
Fouls on Harris. Edney for 2.
Well, a chance to tie it up here with 3:13. Tyus Edney. Nothing but net.
20 of 23 in the second half. Bulls 16.
quarter, they've been pretty good, too.
10 or 12, aren't they? Harris across the timeline finds Bushy. On top, Steve Kerr. Into the corner. Bushlick. Shot clock at 10. Comes off the screen. Over to Kerr. Right side Harris. Down low. Looking for Dickey. Shot clock at 5. At 4. At 3. 2. Cappy short. And the rebound, Lionel Simmons. Sacramento can take the lead. 2:40 remains. Byron Houston off the glass. Too hard. Steve Kerr. Baseline. Oh, Byron Houston just decked Steve Kerr. And Houston with a rebound. Steve Kerr went through after he passed it off, and Byron Houston said, don't come through here anymore. Defense ball goes out again. Marciulionis inside. Houston for the easy one.
Yeah, he had good position underneath.
Sacramento with the lead now. Coming up on 2 minutes left. And there it is. Harris fakes it, takes it. Oh, Byron Houston
He's
there
got
again.
everything that's there. You better start to try to get the ball to Steve Kerr a little bit, set some screens for him. And he'll go to free throw line again.
Yeah.
Kenny Harris can't stop that.
Hey, coming up, we got big Saturday tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Clemson and Maryland. Maryland needs a win there. 2:30 Eastern, Michigan, Ball State. 7 o'clock, Hawks game time, and at 7:30, the Blackhawks take on the St. Louis Blues. Tomorrow night on Sports Channel, and Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Phil talking to Dickie Simpkins. 96-93, Sacramento with the lead. With a minute 47 remaining. Our producer director on Sports Channel for 4 more years, Jim Angio. Associate producer Jeff Stanton. Hey, nice job tonight, Jeff. Appreciate it. Our executive producer is Kathleen Karp. And our vice president of programming is Mike Bogat. Sacramento's outscored the Bulls 28-13 here this quarter. Johnny, we talked about the free throws. They're 12 of 14 now.
Well, they did that really in the first quarter, too. I mean, they've gone to the line quite on a regular basis. This might be actually the worst quarter of basketball that I've seen of fouls being called in a long time. I mean, not pertaining actually to the game, some of the fouls. You know,
yeah.
Guy throw the ball, go off, and it'd be, you get a foul called on him relatively easy.
Johnny, it's been, we all know what a great player Michael is and what an influence he has on the Bulls record. Preseason since 1990 with Michael, 25-4. It's an .862 winning percentage. Without Michael, 8-8.
Well, the Bulls have to come up with some heroics here to keep Michael's record up there. He did his job. He turned over a 12-point lead to this team going into the fourth quarter.
It's like
Bulls had it up to 19, didn't they?
Yeah, it's like getting a relief pitcher and saying, hey, here's the ball. Just hold them. Fourth quarter, Sacramento 8 of 14, 57%. Bulls just 3 of 16. There's MJ. Kind of likes the music going on.
Chilling.
Dude, that's right, Michael. Get down. Oh, yeah. (96-93). Kings with the lead. They got one more free throw by Tyus Edney. And I believe you're right. This man right here has got to get a good shot.
He can't get it by himself. He needs some help. He got to set a screen here on Marciulionis.
Harris. Baseline Dickie Simpkins a little out of his range, but he hits it. And it's a 1-point Sacramento lead. Marciulionis gets the screen. That's a big-time screen. Houston lost it, and a blocking foul on Jason Caffey.
They run the play just the way it's supposed to be run. Pick, roll, man rolls underneath. He gets a nice little left-hand pass down low, and the foul is committed. Great screen that Brian Houston sets. 117. Bulls trail by 1. Need a little help from the free throw doctor. There it is.
And our Chicago Bulls Budweiser player of the game, Dennis Rodman. 7 points and 14 rebounds. He didn't have much time. Oh, 15, they tell us now. 15. So Rodman is our Chicago Bulls Budweiser player of the game.
There's 2 of them.
And the Bulls can take the lead now. Minute 10 remains. Kerr. Baseline. Steve Kerr. Hands off. Jason Caffey in traffic. Lost it. Got it back. Bushy for 2.
You're right. Long deuce, and they'll take a timeout and talk about it. Bushler was looking for 3.
He was on the line.
Bushy went over and talked to the official, and he says, wasn't I back there? Well, here, Jason Caffey throws it to him. Let's take a look. Well, hard to see right there, but we'll take one more look. We always have a couple angles of these shots. That right foot might be just a touch on there, but the official was right on that play, and yeah, it looks like he might just be a tad on that line. So but Bushy gives him a 1-point lead, and the Bulls loved it. They were off the bench. That was one of the most most expensive cheerleaders, and you caught there with his arms over his head cheering.
Not that one.
Well, the Bulls have averaged 112 and given up about 85 a game, and that will change. Let's see if we can see that. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that guy in the middle, a big cheerleader. How many times has Bushy done that for him, huh? Michael wants to win this one, get on that plane, go back home.
We didn't see Ronnie McMahon tonight. Jason Caffey as well, and there's Rodman with some ice on his left knee. He had it on both knees a while ago. Now it's just on the left one.
Now Phil is already, when he takes these players out now in these games, he said, you're not going to play. You're done for the night. So Pippen is telling him 3. It should have been the 3-point field goal. Well, they've given the fans some excitement here in the Mark. Down here in Moline.
Been a good show.
It's been a hotbed. Basketball used to be played here in the Tri-Cities many years ago, before I was even in the league. 10,802 here at the Mark of the Quad Cities.
Jason Caffey has to be careful of delay of game here. And they'll get it into Corbin. Under a minute remains. Marciulionis, top of the circle, finds Corbin. Marciulionis goes down inside. Has it stripped away, and it's out of bounds. Sacramento.
Marciulionis wanted to post up Steve Kerr, and they did a nice job. They got the ball to him. He got the move off, but
Corbin finds Marciulionis. 10 on the shot clock. Marciulionis runs over Judd Bushler and puts it in.
That was a great professional play. Took it right to the basket, scooped it right above the rim, and the Bulls trail by 1 with 35 seconds to go here.
Caffey into the corner. Go out and set the screen. This would be a tough play. Harris, Judd Bushler. This is a 3.
There it is. That time it's a 3. Now everybody out the court. He loves it. Look at him go. Bushy says, how about that one? They love it. Okay, Bush. He said, I was way back that trip. Bushler with 7 points now. Now take a look at this one. Here comes Kenny Harris driving over. Bushy way behind the line. Up he goes. He nails it. And as he comes back, he says, yeah, that was a 3. What do you think? MJ in the same position now. All his other teammates join him. Good decision. Kenny Harris drives the middle and kicks it out. Ty Corbin can't get there. Bushy rings up a 3 to give the Bulls a 2-point lead, 100-98. Here's your last look at it. Here's Bushy.
Yeah.
He runs right through the celebration here. Don't hurt Ronnie Harper.
Oh, man.
Well, less than 24 seconds on the clock.
Just barely. We got to get a couple of these wigs.
I'll tell you what, I'll get one of those wigs and you do your nails.
MJ, it's her birthday. Happy birthday. What color would I have to do them in?
It's up to you. Okay. Something that goes with your outfit.
Oh, they're giving me overtime stats. I don't know. I don't know if I can make it to overtime.
Yeah, the Bulls did not have a very successful season in the last year in overtimes. They were 1-5. Sacramento was 2-3.
Please, please.
I think Michael's first game back against Indiana, didn't that go to overtime?
Did it? I don't remember.
Well, he's done. Crowd looking for a win here. All the Bulls have to do is play defense for 24 seconds.
Johnny, there'll be a foul called.
Let's hope that this time it's an offensive foul.
Bushy, the man of the hour right now. Bulls lead it by a pair.
We'll see what happens if Marciulionis goes back down into the center position.
Well, he's got to go post up, right? Here it comes.
There's a foul. He just took it right down with his left hand. The Bulls did nothing to prevent the pass in.
Steve Kerr called for the foul. Steve thinks it's a little humorous that he got run over and got called for the foul.
High score.
And Phil wants a timeout. 20-second timeout by Phil. Oh, it's a full. They've already used their 20. Hey, here's what's left in the preseason. Saturday at 7:30, the Sonics will be in town. Then Monday, our ball game, Sonics again at 7:30 will be at Notre Dame. Then Friday at the University of Nebraska, the Clippers.
Funny team. You mentioned the Sonics coming in. Everybody had them picked to go to the finals the last 2 years, and Denver let the air out of their tires. So let's take a run down and Lou Canella, see what he's got for us now.
Hey, Tommy, this is really an important ending for Judd Bushler. A lot of question as to whether this guy will make the roster, especially with Luke Longley staring at a one-game suspension as we open the regular season. So it's good to see Bushy get out here and hit a couple of key threes down the stretch.
That's a good point. You know, you think about the guys trying to make the team right now. Judley with the 7 points as they try and get the crowd rolling.
The crowd is being revved up right now. Playing the introduction, the Bulls introduction song.
Bill Jackson trying to describe what he wants to have done.
Now, it'll be interesting because Tony's not in the game. He's the guy that usually breaks down the defense. Not too many players out there right now can break it down. The last time Kenny Harris saw a little opening to the middle, drove down, they tried to protect, and that's when he found Bushy in the corner. I'm sure you'll find Steve Kerr and Bushler on the wings.
Well, here we go. Please.
Kind of fun. Third quarter was a free throw shooting contest back and forth, and now here we go. After 2 more free throws by Marciulionis, Bushler will inbound it. They come down and put pressure on him. Simpkins and Jason Cappy up front.
Bushler will get it into Steve Kerr. Judge going down to the left corner. Kerr.
Get over half court.
Gets it right back. That's what's left in the game.
Oh, you got to look at it, Steve.
Bushy.
That's over. That's over. Oh, we got a tie. What am I talking about? It's over. We got a tie. We're going to overtime. Whoa. 100.
I can't believe it. We'll have overtime here in Moline. We're tied at 100 coming back.
Makes a graceful skyhook with a thundering dunk, and the Shack Attack legend is born. Now, for the first time ever, you can honor one of basketball's best with this beautifully detailed gold card. This officially endorsed 23-karat gold card collectible of Shaquille O'Neal includes his 95 statistics and is limited to only 10 firing days, and comes with its own acrylic holder, a special gift box, and certificate of authenticity. This great gift is now being offered at the low price of only $29.95 to basketball fans of every age. This exclusive Shaquille O'Neal limited edition gold card is available on a first-come, first-served basis, so hurry and order yours.
Order your Shaquille O'Neal 23-karat gold card and have your credit card ready and call 1-800-843-9700. That's 1-800-843-9700. Or send check or money order for $29.95 plus $4.50 shipping to SSCA Shack Gold Card, P.O. Box 1809, Hicksville, New York. No CODs, please.
Dad?
Yeah?
There's something I want to tell you.
What is it, son?
Well, Dad, you're my dad. And I love you, man.
You're not getting my Bud Light, Johnny.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Ray, forget it, Johnny.
Overtime here in Moline. Sacramento and the Bulls tied at 100. Phil Jackson called Toni Kukoc over. We'll see if Toni goes back in. In overtime last year, Sacramento 2 and 3. Bulls just 1 of 5. Wasn't the game on Christmas night?
Well, we saw 87 fouls in this game.
Hey, will you come in and save the day?
Well, let's see. Harper's coming in.
Bushler, Kukoc.
Toni.
Yeah. Dickey, Harper, and Harris.
We were just informed that if this was a regular season game, that 87 fouls would have tied a record for the Bulls involved in a game.
And Johnny, I can't say that I'm very surprised at that. Oh, that was way too soon. Oh well. Edney across the timeline, throws it in the first row. What would Stinky Fryer say on that?
Early right, early rotten. You got that right.
Harper picks up his dribble. Boy, it's been a while since he played. Bushy turns and looks for Kenny Harris. Into the corner, Toni. See again, Toni hadn't played in a while now. It's going to take a couple seconds.
That ball. Oh, wide left.
Florida State. Edney. Back to Ty Corbin. Top of the circle. Long 2. And Bushler with a rebound. Kukoc has it on the wing now. Bulls run the triangle. Bushler comes over. Had it tipped away. Marciulionis. They're 4 on 2. Stops. Gives it inside. Ty Corbin lays it in. and the Kings take the lead. Simpkins with it down low with Byron Houston on him. Muscles it up and shot an
right in. He had to go off the glass with that shot.
Marciulionis fouled by Kenny Harris.
The basket. Marciulionis made the nice play to tie Corbin on the break, and now he makes the basket here. They'll go up by 5 here if he makes this free throw. And there it is.
Harris will bring it across the timeline. Has it between the circles, over to Judd on the wing. Down low, Dickie Simpkins. Dickie turns and looks. Backs in against Houston. You're not going to get much from 15. And Toni knocks it out. Offensively, John, it's just not quite working right now.
You can't take post-up jump shots. You got to go to the basket. Everything that they've got in the last quarter has been going to the basket.
5-point Sacramento lead. And it's all been because of this guy. Marciulionis on top for Edney. Edney had it knocked away by Kenny Harris. Harris catches up to it and lays it in. That's a nice play by Harris. And Toni with a steal. Oh, Byron Houston just, pushed Harris out of the way. Phil Jackson up a little concerned about the no call. Yep, that's just what Phil's talking about. Houston for the lob inside, and Judd Bushler knocks it away. His team doesn't want to give up. Bushy was open in the corner. Toni for 3.
Toni, that running three-pointer.
We are tied at 105. Marciulionis comes around the screen with Bushler on him. Throws it inside. Lionel Simmons lays it in.
Marciulionis has looked like he's all pro, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Taking it to the hoop, feeding guys on their knee.
Ronnie Harper with a left hand will go to the line. Byron Houston will be called for the foul.
Fouls on Houston. Ron Harper.
Ronnie Harper with a chance to tie it up.
Edney, look at Jones, the trainer, Billy Jones, working on the right hand of the rookie. That ties it up here, 107.
Coming up on 2 minutes left. Edney will get the high screen from Byron Houston. Comes down to post up, and 3 seconds on Byron Houston.
Oh.
Marciulionis with a little axed. Sacramento's 4th overtime turnover. Harper stops from 15. And Byron Houston gets another rebound. He's got a ton of them. Marciulionis and Dickey almost knocked it away. Marciulionis, as strong as he is, I don't believe Toni Kukoc could push him over. Edney. Over to Houston. The Bulls are staying alive, and Harper just got decked by Ty Corbin. Byron Houston puts it in.
Where did that whistle go now, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great question. Kings lead it by a couple. Toni fouled. No shot. Lionel Simmons.
Non-shooting foul. 1:17 to go. Kings are up by 2.
Harper gets the screen by Dickie Simpkins. He's got Simmons on him. Toni will take a 3.
Yes, Toni to man. 2 threes so far. He's got 17. 6 points in the overtime, and the Bulls take a 1-point advantage. 1 minute, Tom. Here we go. Guess what? The Bulls do have a foul to take.
Marciulionis way off.
Not on that one.
Judley.
Oh, Harp had a chance at the tip in. Didn't work. One-handed. Get it in Tony's hands, too. Take it in.
Ronnie Harper backs it off. And he's fouled by Lionel Simmons, and Harper should give the Bulls a 3-point lead here.
That should be the third foul in here. They're in the penalty. Simmons is gone with his 6th. No, the Bull, it is the first in the last 2 minutes. The ball goes on the side. It should be the second in the last 2 minutes. There it is. Phil Jackson comes down to remind him. I thought it was a foul because Tony had come across the lane, and got hatcheted.
Clint McDaniel, a rookie out of Arkansas. Not Corliss Williamson, their other rookie, who's out with an injury. They expect him back in December, they're saying. Maybe a little earlier.
Is that right? We wanted to take a look at him.
Yeah.
That was the one guy people thought maybe he should not have jumped out into this. Okay. Ronnie Harper. So the 2 veterans come in here and do a pretty good job for the Bulls.
Missed it, knew it, and Byron Houston gets it and calls timeout. We got a timeout. 21 seconds left in overtime. The Bulls lead by 2.
Say, Kay, next Friday there's going to be a weenie roast, or there'll be a bowling party if you'd rather do that.
You don't want to go to a weenie roast. You want to come to the Jim Shorts Bears Pigskin Pep Rally, Monday night, October 30th at 7 p.m. before the Bears Vikings game.
Tell them where, Jim.
It's going to be at Shark City at the corner of Bloomingdale and Army Trail Roads in Glendale Heights.
The guests, Jim.
Well, they get to meet me live. Plus, Mark Bortz. Plus, you get free stuff from my friends at Sports Channel, The Loop Radio, and Miller Lite.
Oh, I'd enjoy going to the weenie roast very much.
Do not roast weenies. Come see me live. Have your picture taken with me.
Location and time, Jim.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, Shark City, Glendale Heights, Bloomingdale and Army Trail Road, the Jimmy Shorts Bears Pigskin Pep Rally. Watch the game with me and watch the Bears do this to the Vikings. Ah!
Sponsors, Jim.
Sports Channel, Loop Radio Chicago, and Miller Lite.
Moline, look at these signs they have here. Sports Channel outlet for Rodman's eccentricity. That's no bull. Yes, it is bull, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulls are leading by 3. 21 seconds ago here, we were in the first overtime. Sarunas Marciulionis has done a great job. He only had 2 points in the first half, and he's got 14 points total since, and he's done very well at dishing the ball out. But it's been the veterans who've done a job for the Bulls here in the overtime. Tony with 2 threes, Harper with 3 out of 4 free throws, and Kenny Harris with a fast break layup. So the Bulls have a foul to take, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that what Phil came down to check out?
Yep.
See if there was one.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that a strange thing?
Bill Wennington came down. He was very nice. He said, "How you doing? Double overtime coming, huh?" I said, "Thanks, Billy." 111-109. Bulls with the lead with 21 seconds remaining. We're working on a 3-hour game here. Edney gets it right back. Now Deuce ties it. Clint McDaniel will not shoot the shot unless all else fails. Marciulionis is trying like heck to get there. Corbin for 3. Rebound tapped out of bounds. their ball with 3.4.
Pip and Michael want this one done. All right, you can give him a layup and walk away, wouldn't you think?
No, that ties it.
Well, you still got 3 points for heroics, or you're going to another overtime, which you need.
We'll take a break. I don't need a third overtime. Help!
Get a fast start on the hoop season by attending the Midwestern Collegiate Conference Basketball Tip-Off Luncheon. Practice has begun and the teams of the MCC are gearing up for another outstanding campaign. Meet the coaches and the top players Monday, October 30th at the Westin Hotel in downtown Chicago. You'll be joined by Sports Channel's Tom Dorr and CBS basketball analyst Bill Raftery. Tickets are $30. Call 312-413-8421. Get your seat today.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
The new Hoover Steam Vac Deluxe with a 5-brush agitator. It washes and extracts dirt like a whole crew of professionals. So you know, there's really no comparison.
Nobody does it like you, Hoover. Nobody does it like you.
Blackhawks and Blues, tomorrow at 7, only on Sports Channel. What Hawk fans want.
Well, you see all the other stuff, but Johnny, the big key here is fouls to give on the right side. The Bulls have a foul to give. We talked about that a minute ago. What do you got? What are you highlighting here?
I forgot the All-NBA team, the first 3 teams. We talked about Scottie on the first team and Mitch Richmond on the second team, but on the third team, Dennis Rodman was on the third team.
And
okay, they've got a foul. The Bulls have a foul to take here. You might want to take it real quick.
Then they just don't have much time to get
nobody's
going.
Nobody's left here either. Delay a game.
I only have one more license. Corbin gets it inbounds to Marciulionis. They'll put up the three.
That's good. Game, set, match. That's good.
Sarunas Marciulionis with a 3 at the buzzer.
Bulls did not take the foul. They had a chance to do it. You got to run out while he catches the ball, knock him down, and then you got a half a second.
All right, let's go to Luke and Ellis. Luke.
All right, guys, we're standing alongside Scottie Pippen, and these exhibition games aren't supposed to be this exciting.
Well, it got a little exciting at the end of the game. Phil left the unit out there that he kind of wanted to work with, and it made it a little exciting. They got great fans here, and you know, we were trying to win it for them.
Scottie, play coach for me. What happened to the second unit in the second half? How did they let the lead evaporate like they did?
Well, the NBA leads are hard to hold on to, and we just didn't have any rhythm once they went out there, and we kind of lost it. And you know, they started picking up all the energy, getting the loose balls, and as a result, they got back in the game.
But the first unit played great tonight. What did you guys do best on the court, did you feel?
Well, I think we stepped our defense up. You know, we started to help one another. We came away with some steals and got some easy shots in transition, and that really opened the game up for us.
Nice job, Scottie.
All right, Lou, thanks.
Scottie Pippen, who finished up with 17 points tonight, but the Bulls end up losing this one by 1 in overtime. Let's get it back to Tom and Johnny courtside.
Okay, Lou, thank you. And let's take a look at what happened. 3.4 on the clock. They're waiting. Here's Marciulionis is out with the ball. That's when he should have been fouled immediately. Takes a couple dribbles and way back, and you could see it was good the moment it did leave his hand. You got to go right now.
As soon as he catches it, John.
Absolutely. And he ends the game. Marciulionis was just great the second half. He did to the Bulls what Toni Kukoc normally does to the other team. He just did everything. Scored, had 17 points in the game, and just was great.
So again, Sacramento Kings with the win here in overtime. 112 to 111. Now let's go back to the studio one more time. Here's Steve Cashel.
All right, Tom, thanks a lot. What does Norm Van Leer say about that last shot?
Well, first of all, as Johnny said, he had a foul away. So you got to go out and practice that because that can happen during the regular season games. You got to be aware of that and take advantage of it. And I think Bushler took advantage of it because he had plenty of time to foul him before he got the shot off. At the same time, they probably want to get on the plane and come home. So let's get out of Moline and come on back to Chicago.
That was a bomby hit. I'll tell you what, it's tough to stay unbeaten, I guess, in the preseason when you're not playing your starters the whole way. So much for going unbeaten. 8-0, the Bulls have done it twice before, but maybe they can finish 7-1. Let's take a look right now at our Hoover play of the game. Go way back, about 3 hours ago, to the second quarter. Toni with the steal up to... Ooh, look at that. Randy Brown up to Jason Caffey for the slam. That is our Hoover play of the game. And Jason Caffey with an excellent game tonight again. 12 points, but the Bulls lose in overtime, 112 to 111. We're going to have the Sports Channel report coming up next. Sit right there. Stay with us.
Tonight, the Chicago Bulls try to come up with a king-size effort in the Quad Cities. Wet weather workouts at Hallis Hall, and Ron Rivera is here to guide us through another big weekend in college football. Keep it here. It's time for the report.
And we're back. Welcome to a Friday night edition of the Sports Channel Report. Coming up, Amy Stone is the night in the NHL. Ron Rivera will be here to talk about tomorrow's big college football games. Plus, a little later on, we'll get a look at the high school football game of the week. A barn burner going on. Palatine and Fremd. Fremd.
Not Frem, or Frame.
No.
A Freem.
Blaney always says we were Fremd.
I can never get it right.
Well, let's begin with basketball. The Chicago Bulls are at the halfway point now of their preseason and going pretty strong. They were trying to go a perfect 4-0 tonight, but they lost to the Sacramento Kings in Moline. Give me a quick synopsis of this one. I like the way the starters played, especially in the third quarter.
Well, all around they played very well. They played very aggressive defense, getting out, getting rebounds. And Dennis Rodman, I love one thing he does very well when he gets that ball out, hits the outlet man, and you got the break going on. And also when the other team makes a field goal, he gets the ball out as quickly as anybody I've seen and gets the play started. And you got to be very well aware of that. This team came out in the third quarter also very aggressive. Got the big lead, and then when the second unit or the people, I guess Phil's trying to look at Steve to see who's going to make this team, kind of got out of rhythm. Scottie Pippen put it best. I think when you get out of sync, and Sacramento was in sync, and they had the rhythm going, and they just overtook the Bulls, got the lead, and then it went into overtime, and they eventually won this game. But some good experience for the younger kids and the people trying to make this team in this game condition and situation, and I thought Phil got a good view of some of the talent that he needs to evaluate for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun overtime with Toni Kukoc and Ron Harper trying to lead the charge back. Bulls led by 12 after 3 quarters, but then Sacramento opened up the fourth quarter with a 21-4 run, and that got it back to a tied ball game. Now, the Bulls started out like gangbusters tonight. They went on a 17-3 run in the first 5 minutes of the game and built a 12-point lead before the Kings really ever finally got going. Let's go to some highlights here. Second quarter, Bulls by 4. Toni with the nice save to Steve Kerr. Over to Randy Brown. This was our Hoover play of the game, and Jason Caffey can really get up with that big body. And then watch this. Michael with the rebound. He's going to get the long outlet pass to Dickie Simpkins right here. And this is when the Bulls were running. They were looking good with the long passes.
Well, I'll tell you what, they look for that now. And a guy like Rodman being around, it makes you look for that. If you do it once or twice, Steve, everybody's aware of the situation.
Michael showing some hang time there, putting the Bulls up by 11. Bulls led 54-42 as a little Benny the Bull type character was in Moline tonight. Then here comes Rodman with some of those long outlet passes. Here to Scottie for the slam right there. Then some Bulls defense.
Brian Grant with
Toni Kukoc is going to flip it ahead here after the steal. There goes Michael jamming it home, 72-53 Bulls. Bulls led, as I said, by 12 after 3, but then back come the Kings. Sarunas Marciulionis driving the lane in the foul, cut it to 7. Then an 11-0 run by the Kings, cut it to 1. Byron Houston on the offensive board. He's a big body, isn't he?
He's gotten bigger also since the Bulls drafted him long ago.
Tyus Edney fadeaway jumper right there gave the Kings a 1-point lead. Steve Kerr comes back with a jumper. He misses, but Jason Caffey cleans it up. 93-91 Bulls. Less than 30 seconds ago, Kenny Harris to Bushy. Judd Buechler nails the three, 100-98. It went into OT, tied at 100. Oh, even the starters were up on this one. Then Toni comes back in overtime, nails the three, tying it at 105. Toni again, this time from the other side after the Bulls trailed by 2. He put them up 110-109. Time running out, though, and here comes the game-winning shot. Less than 3 seconds ago, Sarunas Marciulionis basically at the buzzer with a three. Kings win 112-111. Michael winds up with 19, Pippen 17, Toni Kukoc 17, Jason Caffey had 12. The Bulls jump right back into action tomorrow night as they play host to Seattle and then meet the Sonics again on Monday in the South Bend in a game we will have right here on Sports Channel. Let's go through, as we will, every Bulls game, and we've got 47 of them this season. Norm's keys to the game. You selected some videotape, and you even edited these yourself, I hear.
Yeah, in the Megillah, sitting in the room. As you know, one of my personal favorite people, Randy #0 Brown, playing the game. As you see right here, the Bulls put on a little bit of defensive play here. You get the ball. You know, when they turn the ball, so often in the few games we've seen, they have capitalized on the other end as well as anybody, and if they do that all season by starting off playing the defense, it's going to be a nice season for us. You see this on a different angle from the play before. Here you go. Here's the play. We got Randy, my man. Nice little flip. And you're right. Jason certainly can get up in the air with that big body and move. That's going to be a nice thing to run the floor with this type of offense the Bulls have. Hey, Randy's shown the fact that he can shoot a little jump shot here. And if he does that along with his defense and his playmaking skills, that's even more in the weapons of the Bulls this season. But once again, how often do you see the steals, the intimidation, going after the ball, the pressure? That's what the Bulls bring, both on the first starters and people coming off the bench. I see a new trend here with this defense. Once again, I know it's highlights, but that's what we want. Ball out, but the bottom line is capitalize on the other end, because you can steal all you want, rebound all you want. If you don't make the hoop on the other end, it doesn't count. We get the ball out, we run the break. Unselfish ball, too. Michael, hesitation, get it up, jumper, sweet. Steve, I'm telling you, this is going to be a beautiful season with the Bulls playing this way. And here you go, Rodman. A nice outlet pattern. Toni was hot. Toni was looking for that outside shot tonight and didn't have to go to the hoop and make things happen at this particular time. But I tell you what, the fast break is just one that we got to watch here, because here's another outlet pass. Perfect. Right there. Slam dunk. Scottie Pippen. Beautiful. And you can't get any better than that. And I tell you what, the Bulls create turnover after turnover after turnover. Here's another pass, another break, uncontested. That's the best shot in basketball right here. Michael Jordan slam dunk it. And the Bulls had tons of those. Here you get it from this angle. Look at the tongue stick out. It all started from defense on the other end.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Thanks to Dennis Rodman. So the Bulls, when they were looking good tonight, they were at their best, and that team, as we keep saying, is going to be awfully fun to watch. And I can't wait to see this starting team, with the help of some of the guys from the bench, play a full 48 minutes.
Well, you got guys coming off the bench in the beginning of the season. I know on a radio show we always talk about Lance McAllister and I. The bench going to be there. I'm quite impressed so far with the guys coming out, because when you come in and mix with the type of talent you already have on this team, your confidence level goes way up. And when your confidence is up, these guys are NBA ball players, and they look a lot better. And I think the one guy that has brought everyone's confidence up is Dennis Rodman.
Well, the Bulls led by as many as 19 in this game. That was with the starters. Is it good then to have a close game like this? I mean, I know it would have been fun. Bulls fans want to see their team win by 20, but you know, you get some of the pressurized situations there late in the fourth quarter, and even though you had some of the subs in, I'm sure Jason Caffey, that was his first pressurized game down at the stretch when you're tied and you're thinking about, you know, going to the end of regulation.
I think the game condition sets the tempo for this team. You got to get into these. I don't care what the situation is in a ball game. Then you learn from it. You bring in your timeouts, because it's going to happen during the regular season, and to have your young people in there to say, hey, this is what we want to do. I'm quite surprised that we didn't get a foul from Buechler on that play when you have a foul to waste. Now, that's something to be taught, because you didn't do it right there, and it cost you losing the game on a shot way out. Now, first of all, I think I would have preferred to see him win it from the line. That's just the way I take it. But there was a foul to waste, and you could have fouled him before he even thought about shooting.
Then he would have 2 at the line, and the post would come to 1.
First of all, they would have taken it out of bounds, because we had a foul to waste.
Okay.
That's before, if he can get the shot, foul before he got the shot off. So maybe that was in his mind not to do that, and thinking it's preseason, let's get out of here, just play good defense and let it go. Phil could have given instructions to do that.
Yeah.
But in all situations, Steve, you learn and you go by the game conditions and take it from there.
Yeah, I don't want to put Marciulionis on the line with 3 free throws because he's deadly from there.
Right.
Let's talk about Jason Caffey. This was not only game 4 of the Bulls preseason, but also the 4th game for Bulls rookie and #1 pick, Jason Caffey. And again, he continues to impress. We saw it with the first 3 games. Kid comes out and he's strong.
He is strong, Steve. I mean, he just goes to the hoop, little spin move right there, even though he's called for steps. But with his big body, he also has ball handling capabilities, and he does things the right way. Here he follows the shot, which is something you should do in the NBA. A lot of guys don't do that because they don't usually give the ball up when you're out in front. And, you know, he gets up in the air, you see it from another angle. Randy Brown, my man, I'm telling you, taught him everything. A little hanging on the rim. Might have got a little tee, but a little showtime.
That was a good trailer move.
No doubt about it. And here you go right here. Watch this follow-up right here. This is a sign. And you know something? Here's where Dickie Simpkins might have missed out on something last year, because the reason why I'd say he missed out, because Dennis Rodman has to rub off on a guy being young like this, like Cap, to make this happen. When you do this at practice, I guarantee you take that on the floor. And I guarantee you, those particular things that these big men are doing, because Dennis Rodman's around, and that's only good things and positive things around that basket.
Okay, well, we're going to go back out to Moline right now. Phil Jackson meeting the media, and Lou Canellis is there.
A little bit determined to make our cuts. We got some offensive fouls and some turnovers, and all of a sudden they roared back in the game.
You had made it up in your mind that you were going to let these guys dig themselves out of the hole, didn't you?
Well, it's good for a team, you know, to find their balance and get themselves back under order and, you know, get themselves arranged in a way that they can come back and play basketball and hold their own, and they did it.
A lot of fouls called out there.
Well, yeah, it's tough to watch right now. The game is not real clean, and it's not very pretty. You know, everybody's struggling a little bit under the duress of the way it's being played, but you know, you have to adjust to that. That's part of the game, is to adjust to refereeing and understand what's going on.
Do you worry at all? I know that you said the other day at practice that you can't really comment about the referees and their strike or their being out right now. Do you worry at all about your players possibly getting injured because maybe some things are happening out there that the regular NBA refs wouldn't allow?
No, I'm not going to worry. These guys know how to play, and they have you know, there's an unwritten rule about players. You know, there's nobody crazy out here that's going to take advantage of the situation and exacerbate something. So I think most everybody's playing under the rules of the game. They know it's exhibition season. We've got a year to play, 82 games.
What about the first unit? They look great. They built a 19-point lead.
Yeah, it was a nice run there. In the third quarter, we had a couple of nice spells. We got a little lazy at the end of that quarter and let them back in the game again. But I thought they showed their mettle out there tonight, the abilities that they have. They ran well, they broke, they looked for each other, they made nice passes.
That running and breaking was something that you came into the game wanting this team to do tonight, with Sacramento having a disadvantage size-wise at the guard position. Were you happy with what the Bulls did?
I thought we handled it very well. We put them in a detriment, but they, you know, you got to give Sacramento some credit. They played hard. They fought back in the ballgame.
Coach, you used, I guess, mostly Caffey, but Dickie in the middle a little bit again tonight. Are you a little bit set on what you might do with that third spot yet?
No, we're still wide open on that. We just want to look at some of the situations. Sacramento went small. They didn't go to a big center after Paulinese. They went to actually Byron Houston, a 6'5" center. So we could match Dickie or Jason Caffey against him, and that worked well for us.
Are you still impressed with how they're responding to being in the middle at times?
They're doing okay. You know, I thought that we didn't have good help defense in Marciulionis. He got to the basket numbers at times.
Coach, what do you think about the crowd out there today?
I think they had a good time. I think they saw a good NBA game. I wasn't really aware of the crowd. That's part of not my cup of tea, but I enjoyed the game. I think they probably did too. Okay, John.
Head coach Phil Jackson. Unfortunately, the Bulls lose this one by 1 in overtime. Let's get it back to our Sports Channel studios and Steve Cashel.
Lou, thank you very much. Let's continue on now. You know, most Bulls fans are aware that Jason Caffey played his college ball at the University of Alabama. 2 other times in their history, the Bulls have drafted a player from Bama. Our online trivia question tonight: who were they? Email us at screport@aol.com with your response. We'll look them over and give you the correct answer later in the show. Norm and I will be back in just a bit for more analysis and reaction from tonight's Chicago Bulls Sacramento Kings game. Plus, a little later on, we've got other things in store for you. We're going to stop at Hallis Hall as the Bears continue to prepare for Sunday's game against the Oilers. The NHL, a traditional power meets a surprising new one. But up next, Amy Stone and Ron Rivera get together to break down the weekend in college football. Stay put.